Studio's world headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack, featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
What's up, you damn dirty deckheads? I wasn't ready to get here. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. This Thursday. This is the episode. Hey, how are you? Hi. Okay, I thought I hit the mute too soon. What's up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome to the program. Welcome to the show. This is Barry on Deck. I'm your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you, guys, for being here. It's the last show of the day. It is my Friday. I am ready to talk some sports. Got NFL Week 14. We got some big news on the international political front. Hey, what's up, Ryan? Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for being here. So we have a ton to discuss today in the world of sports. We got to get to it. I got sports headlines. The reason I was so late starting the show today is I had to get all the odds and stuff ready, and I forgot to do that. And I still owe you fantasy football, so I'll have to do that on the fly. We'll just get those ready. I've got videos galore. We might even do a film sesh. You never know what's going to go down over here, you know? Okay, what's going on? Sorry. It seems like I get text messages like right when I start the show. It's like people are just like, I can't wait to distract him. And it works every damn time. So welcome to the program, 588. That's the episode number. Tons of stuff to get to. It's a Thankful Thursday. I still never got to my story about this bullshit interview I did for this bullshit magazine website cockamamie thing. We'll talk about it. They try to make themselves sound all big. They're not. We'll discuss. We got NFL Week 14. We've got, we still didn't do the draft order projections that I talked about yesterday. All-American teams were released in college football. Someone, Christopher Mina, tagged me on a letter to the Mets. I'll read that to you. I thought it was stupid. He liked it, and I guess others liked it. I thought it was dumb. We'll get to that. Global searches for the year 2022 on Google, and as well as what's going on in the States. All kinds of stuff. France has a new thing they're doing overseas where they're basically like, no more airplanes. Yeah. So would you ride a bus from Houston to, or not a bus, but a train? Would you ride a train from like Houston to, I don't know, Oklahoma City? You weren't allowed to fly? I don't know. I don't think I'd go to Oklahoma City, but we'll discuss all that. And a ho. A lot more. We'll probably even need to talk about schedule for the rest of the year. Like, how many more shows do we have? I got an email from a fellow deckhead that was like, when's the last show? And I was like, that's a good question. I don't know exactly when the last show will be. I think it really just depends on how I feel when I get back from the tour. I got those final 6 cities of the tour. They kick off on the 15th. I'm back like the travel day on the 21st, so I should be back and ready to go on the 22nd. I have no idea how I'll feel that day or on the 23rd. And then, yeah, all bets are off for the rest of the week or rest of the year. So I have no idea yet. All right. Okay, let's start the show. Let's get to the chat. I didn't get it up in time. Story of my life. Didn't get it up in time. So I don't have that many in the window, but I want to say what's up to the people that are here. Also, I need to acknowledge very early on, Philip Bernard checked in early, heartthrob, all the way from Ponca City, Oklahoma, checked in and said, hey, good afternoon, deckheads. I'm off to go see Trans-Siberian Orchestra. So I will catch y'all next week. Love y'all. Love you too, Philip Barnard. That was in 108, so he was in super early. Alan Denson was in extra early as well. Chris Reyes was here. Tiger Stripes got in early. SVG, what's up, pimpin'? John Dory, D Mata, and there's my guy Ryan. What's up, Ryan? All the way from overseas. He said, you too busy finishing some business, Baz. I like it. No. I was not jerking off before the show started, Ryan. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you do it. I was doing grown folk stuff. Okay, truth be told, this is what happened. I couldn't find my phone. And then I went to go get my phone. I'm not done. I'm not done reading yet. Don't worry. I'm not done going through everybody's names yet. I just need to tell a story. Also, yeah, I didn't see you check in. So if you don't comment, then I can't see that you're here. So good on you, One Deep. There you go. You've been acknowledged. That's it. So I was like, oh shit, show's about to start. I got to get my phone so people can distract me. Well,
Heck yeah!
I went to go, hey, me so hungry. Thank you for the sub.
Heck yeah.
Oh, Mina just gave out 5 gifted subs. Let's go. Come
Heck
on.
yeah.
Let's go. Let me read these names.
Heck yeah!
I don't think I can read the second one. I mean, I guess I
Heck
can.
yeah!
Me so hungry. I got a gifted sub from Chris Mina. Mina, let's go, baby. Queerby got a gifted sub. Hugh Dab 975 got one because he showed up earlier. Albanian Al got one, and Candelary Benefit got one. I think I know who that might be, but Mr. Mina, what a way to kick off the last show of the week, buddy. Thank you. And he gifted a sub to Chris Mina 21. Look at that. I dig it. Let's go, man. Appreciate you, fam. Look at you getting it, firing it off early. Let's go, man. Thank you. So we're getting the show started, and I had to go get my, wasn't you? It was not this. Listen, guys, don't be fooled. This was not the one. You can actually even see, if you look in your little chat window, that Christopher Mina was gifted a sub by Chris Mina. So Christopher Mina was not subscribed. Chris Mina had to gift him the sub. That's how that went down. Just so we're all clear and on the same page. Okay? Just so we're clear. Anyways, let me tell my story, hoes. So I went to go get my phone, and I was like, I got to get it just to make sure. And as I go in there, like, is something burning? I'm not cooking anything. Oh, hell yes, you are, dumbass. So I had, so the throat still hurts, and it's still sore. And I was going to make tea. So I found this. Nora had told me about this medicine ball tea from Starbucks. Well, I found the copycat recipe online, and you just order some Teavana crap that I got from Amazon, and then she got some lemonade, and so we were going to do it. And so I got all the tea stuff, and I was going to make me some for the show to start. Well, I turned on the pot. Okay. Let me explain. This is how stupid I am. So I turned on the pot to start making tea. I put the fire on, and I put the pot on the fire. And we have a gas stove, so it is fire, right? So pot, gas stove. And I brought my laptop in. I came in here to get my laptop in my office because I have the copycat recipe on the laptop. And when I came in, I sat down, I turned everything on, and I was like, oh, I forgot I needed to do this real fast. This was at like 12:40, 12:50, something like that. So 12:40, I come in and I'm like, I'm gonna get the laptop and get the recipe. Then I sat down. I was like, oh man, I forgot to do this. Oh, I forgot to do that. Oh, I forgot to, and I forgot to upload the shows from yesterday because Nora came home. We got to talking, and I said, screw it, I'll do it tomorrow. So I did it today. And then I was like, well, I better go ahead and show prep. I better get it all done because I got a lot of NFL to cover. I got to get all these fancy slidey slides on here, stuff like that. What the hell? What the hell was that? That was in the queue. That wasn't supposed to be in the queue. Anyways, so I'm start working on slides. 12:40 to 2:15. When did we go live? We went live at it was 2:27. We went live. I started recording 10 minutes ago, plus the 5, so 15 minutes ago. So about 2:15, I go live. So that pot sat on the fire for an hour and a half on high, like blazing ass high, because I was going to boil some water and some lemonade together to make my tea. And so I went in there to get my phone at 2:15 when I started the countdown, the 5-minute countdown. I was like, what's that? And I walk over and the pot is just sitting on the fire, burning. I was like, oh, Jesus. What? I didn't even make my tea. Oh, my God. Well, there was nothing in it. So Demata said you burnt the shit out of the pot. Yeah, there was literally nothing in it. Like, I mean, nothing. Nothing. So I was like, oh, she's going to be pissed because that was one of our good pots, too. So Nick said my wife does the same shit. Burned some rice, and now the whole house smelled all day. There was nothing in it to burn, though. That's the crazy thing. It literally was nothing in it. It's all charred, though. It's like, it's got like bluish, darkish circles from where it burned. I don't know. I screwed it up pretty bad. All right, back to the chat. Let me say hello. By the way, this is called the chat, which is shout out to the chat if you're new to the program, if you're new here. And chat just means, shout out to the chat, not the past tense of shit or shit it. It's chat. So that's what we do. Got to acknowledge the people that make the show possible, and that is the chat. So let's see. Mina, I got you, homie, man. Thank you again for the gifted subs. All 6 of them. That was dope, man. Who else is here? My sweet, sweet Donna. How are you? Virginia Buttonwee's in the building. Tiger Stripe. What's up, man? Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for coming back. CC. Hello, Decky Sexuals. I've missed you. We've missed you too, CC. I really missed your humor and jokes in the chat. I really, really do. You're one of the funniest deckheads around. I mentioned Alex Villanueva. Mina, I got you. FJ, what's up? Ryan, I got. DJ Maddie's here. I get that way tying my shoes. Yeah, I do get winded. Barry ran from the kitchen. He's tired. Kiss my ass, Alex. All right? Dumbass, jerk-ass jerk. Oh, jerk-ass jerk. What's up, Stephen Luther? What's up, D Mata? Teen Beat is a big publication. Kiss my ass. It's not Teen Beat. But y'all got to remind me to tell you the story. All right? VB said train travel in Europe is great. Yeah, but would you want to do that to like OKC? I don't think so. What's up, Jen? Good to see you, sweetie. Thank you for being here. One Deep, what's up, pimp? I got you now. Candelaria Benefit. Hey, what's up, dude? I don't know, but I know. Who else? Air J Bryant, what's up? Super Spot. What's up? Okay, calm down, Laminac. Super Falcon fan, what's up? Christopher Mina is here. I love that he's like, no problem, guys. Taking all the credit for his cousin's stuff. Mimi, what's up, memesters? How are you, sweetie? Thank you for being here. Who else is here? Mimi said, I don't know how to pick someone to gift a sub. I think you can just do like community, Mimi. I think you just like say, I just want to do a community sub or community, and that's what it'll do. Vivi said, and what's wrong, Chris Mina? Menopause. Oh, you guys are fighting. Nightbot's here, that raggedy bitch. Who else? Nick Gamboa. And I don't know what else. Tara Shea, what's up, man? Good to see you, buddy. Hey, Jesus is back. Man, I missed you. Good to see you back in the chat, homie. Thanks for being here. All right, let's catch up with the chat, and then let's start the show with sports headlines of the day. Why is that monitor so close? Back up, monitor. I need my room. Talking to inanimate objects, folks. This is where I am in my life now. Chris Reyes said I need a checklist. I mean, I do, but the problem is like Reyes, like I spent all morning putting together a list of contacts, like people I know, like part of my sister who's one of the lead folks on my new team that's been put together to help daddy grow the show and his career next year. She's like, I need a list of like all the people you know and the contacts. We're kind of planning a big shebang for next year. It's going to be a big party. You got to stay tuned for deets. But I had to put together like all the people I know. Because she's like, I wanted every famous person that we could get and this and that. And I was like, okay. So I had to do that, and then I had to make a list of all the sponsors and potential sponsors that I kind of have in the pipeline or that have been on the show before and get the contact info for that. And this is one thing after another. I had insurance. I mean, I got personal shit I got to take care of too. Like I got this insurance bullshit going on. So it's a whole lot of shit. And then by the time I get around to doing show prep, and then I'm behind on that, it's just a mess, man. It's just a mess. So I apologize. What's this? Mimi, click on community thing, top right of the chat, and then click on name to gift a sub to that person. Oh, look at you, Mina. Good job, dude. Thank you. Virginia Button said, in 30 days, I predict a show where Barry doesn't know why his gas bill is so high. You're done. I hate you. Probably true. What's up, Terrence? If you wanted to make it look like an accident, I know a guy, Barry. Okay, never mind. No, I'm not trying to burn my house down. It was a mistake. Okay, I made a mistake. Asshole. Hey, what's up, Fatso Stevo? Good to see you, buddy. Thank you for being here. VB's Party 51623. I don't know what that means. I don't know. Oh, God, that was a big old nasty burp. Jesus, that was gross. I apologize, guys. That was so gross. That was disgusting. Super disgusting. So Barry is bumping the deckheads for his celeb friends. No, you're all going to be invited to the party. It's basically like my sister has this idea to kind of do a rebranding launch party or like a brand launch party. Like hey, this is because the show started during the pandemic. So we never really did any kind of publicity about, hey, this is Barry Laminack from ESPN and he has a show and da-da-da-da-da. So yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to have a big old shebang and try to have some celebs come out. That's the plan anyways. You know, maybe it falls through. Maybe she gets sick of my shit. She is my sister. Maybe she's going to be like, you know what? I don't like this guy. I'm out. And then that's it. So yeah, thank you, Terrence. Barry, I changed my mind in January to no control sports. Oh, that's dope, dude. I hope you have an R in there, but yeah, no control sports is weird, but no control sports is dope, man. Good for you. So I don't know if I'll be rebranding. I mean, we're kind of calling it a rebrand, but it's really not. However, and this is breaking news here, folks. Breaking news. Listen close, bitches. Jen doesn't even know this. In fact, nobody knows this. I mean, I think Jen and I may have talked about it, but I was just thinking about it. If we're going to do a party and we're going to have a shebang and introduce the show to kind of the general public, right? And kind of, this is what we are, this is what we're going to do. What is this saying? For that reason, I'm out. What happened, Mimi? Why are you leaving? Oh, the burp? So let's all contribute and get some food catered for the rebrand party. Stop. You are such a nice guy. Now we have to buy new swag. Well, now hold on, Alan. But I was thinking about this, right? So a lot of people, like, you know, when we raid like in the mud or we go someplace, people are like, oh, Barry on deck, a big old deck. You got a deck, you deck of the deck. I like you. I like your deck. Show me your deck. Who all's on your deck? And it's like, okay, kind of, I get it. It's funny. The whole purpose of the name, the whole point of the name was up next. That's what on deck means. Like if you're doing comedy, if you're, I don't know, whatever. If you're in line, somebody will say, hey, you're up. So-and-so, you're on deck. Bobby, you're in the hole. It's a baseball parlance. It's baseball terms, but it's basically how you run through the order. Somebody will be batting. If you're on deck, it means you're up next. You're next. That's kind of what Barry on deck was, is I'm next. It's my, what's next? This is next. I'm next. Radio is dead for me. So I'm up. So that was the point. The three arrows that you see, that was just me trying to move forward. That was the point. Keep going, move forward. One arrow was dumb. There's always rules of three. I'm a comic. Comics goes by rules of three. So I have thought about it and I was like, this might be. And again, this is not set in stone. And Jen and I have discussed it before, but we just kind of let it go. But I have thought, you know what? I think I might change the name of this show. Yeah. I think I might change the name of the show to Barry on Sports. So I've been doing the segment on the TV show that was called, that segment was called Barry on Sports. And it was just me doing funny jokes about sports. Not Barry in your hole, Virginia Buttonweed. That's my OnlyFans. Barry in your hole would be my OnlyFans. 100%. 100%. Steve-O said, what is swag? Are you being serious or? Oh, it's because you haven't got yours in the mail yet. Oh, my God. Okay, Steve-O, I know. I told you already, Steve-O. For fuck's sake, I said I got my mama on it, man. She's going to get it. Okay. I promise you, your swag will be on the way. I promise you. Snowman Killer, what's up? He said Jamal Williams, comeback player of the year, changed my mind. I mean, nobody's changing. Not Barry Sporty. No, that's not. Listen, if I change it right now, it's going to be Barry on Sports. That'll be the name of the show. Okay? Okay? That's the thought. Now's a good time to do it. If we're going to I love you too, Steve-O. You know I do. If we're going to rebrand, right? If we're going to do a launch party for this show, this has been around since May of 2020. If we're going to do a whole big shebang, now's a good chance to rebrand it. Because truth be told, and it's all about branding. And Snowman Killer, hey, listen, first of all, thanks for being here. Second of all, you kind of came in. We're just talking shop about the show. So we're definitely going to talk sports. I got sports headlines up. I literally spent a ton of time putting all these slides together. So we're going to talk about every single game coming up in the NFL. So we got plenty. We got 3 hours to do it. But we're just talking a little shop. And one of the thoughts about a business is you kind of need to know what that business does just on the name. Not always, but it's good if people can know what you do. So if it's Barry on Sports, then it kind of is understood it's me talking sports, right? As opposed to Barry on Deck. People don't know necessarily what that means. Even though there's a ton of meaning behind it and meaningful stuff for me and you guys, and it just, from a branding and marketing and show perspective, it makes more sense to have this thing called Barry on Sports, not Barry on Deck. So that's the thought for now. I don't know what it means. Hey, Mina, homie. Man, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for stopping in when you can. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the gift of subs, man. I'm sorry your cousin's a jerk and tried to take credit for it, but I appreciate you, Mr. Mina. Have a good rest of your day and week since we're off tomorrow. I hope I'll see you next week, man. And be safe. Have a good weekend. Be safe, be kind, love each other. BOS doesn't have the same ring, FJ said. Barry's Sports and Life Takes. That's too long. Although, like, yeah. Yeah. Might as well change it to a Usual Suspect show. What? That makes no sense, Truck Driver Pookie. That makes literally 0 sense. 0 sense. Sportsy Barry's not bad, but I mean, I've been rolling with the... Jared said now we're known as the Sports Heads. I'm not a fan of that. No. Hold on, chat. Shit. Everybody calm down. Let me go back here. So if I want to order a shirt, how long will it take? I want an OG shirt before anything happens. And that is the other thing I'm telling you. You guys might need to get on the website. So the actual, if you order from the website, if you go to barryondeck.com, that's all done from a third party. So I don't print it. So you get that pretty fast. But yeah, go to barryondeck.com, click on merch. You can go to, you'll see the old school logo. There's hoodies, there's t-shirts, there's all kind of shit there. So
Pookie.
You know what I need? I need a sound that says, you got knocked the out when somebody gets timed out. You got timed the out. That is hilarious. Truck Driver Pookie, he did you dirty, fam. Chris Reyes said, suck it, ho. All right, mods. CC wasted no time. Pow, pow. Get on, get. For those of you that don't know, you're new to the chat or whatever, if you look down at the bottom of your screen, you accumulate channel points. We call them petty cash because we're all petty on this show, as you can see. But you accumulate petty cash, and you can do different things with it. You can do a shoe check, where I try to wear some pretty dope sneakers most of the shows, and you can see what I'm wearing. And you make me go get a cat. I can show you what was one of my pusses. Or you can time a friend out. So there you go. Okay, back to this. Let's everybody calm down. No decision has been made on a rename yet. Okay, everybody calm down. So Nick, you have a great point. Yes, I would recommend getting some merch before we might. Now, you might not, but you'll be stuck with a Barry on Deck shirt. But I will say this, Nick, if you go look at the Barry on Deck website, let me pull that up. BarryOnDeck.com. I gotta buy a new domain name. Shit. If you go look at BarryOnDeck.com, this is the website. If you click on merch, that takes you to the store. This store is actually from who is it? It is Spreadshirt. They're the ones that do the printing. Oh, and by the way, I'm probably gonna bring back the old school Welcome to the Land where it just don't stop shirts. These ones didn't do that well. I obviously also didn't do a good job of marketing them, but I think I'm gonna just bring back the old school ones on that. But if you go to the Barry on Deck stuff, these are all the different items you can order, and this is the legit old school colors. That's the navy and the blue. And eventually we're going to get to where we're at now, which is the black and the blue. Oh, they even have masks still up. So, yeah, I would highly recommend you get one of those because that logo's going away for sure as I update the merch, and you won't be able to get that anymore. You won't be able to get the navy and the blue. So if you do want the old school, you better go get it now before all this happens. So that said, where is it? Okay, so let's go through this. Barry on Sports sounds cool. Thank you, Perry. I appreciate that. One kind word. Mimi said, how can we be the Deckettes if you change it? Here's the thing. The history of this show doesn't change, right? In fact, I kind of like the idea of this being called Barry on Sports, but you guys are still the Deckheads. You're always going to be Deckheads. We are always going to be Deckheads and Deckettes. Because that's the root of it. That's how it started, right? Just like Earl Campbell is always going to be a Houston Oiler. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about the Tennessee Titans, right? I mean, they still wear the colors. So it's not that you can't be a Deckhead. You can still be a Deckhead because this show started as Barry on Deck. But listen, as here's the alternative, okay? I want you guys to think of it this way. If we can't get this show to grow exponentially in the next 12 months. If I can't get this show to really start getting some traction and some heat, and that includes myself, if I can't start to get some traction and some heat in comedy and in this show and everything else, I got to shut it down and walk away. I've been grinding on this shit for a while. I'm tired of being, broke and worried and busting my ass. And I love you guys, but I'm ready to kind of keep moving forward. And this show really plateaued. In fact, we had this huge spike when it started, a pretty big dip after that. We leveled off, we plateaued. We had a little bit of growth when we came to Twitch, but it's, and I'm trying to be patient, but I'm just like, man, I got a wife and bills. And so the alternative is, if the best thing to do for the show is to rename it and rebrand it, and possibly get it sold on radio or get it sold on TV or get it syndicated or whatever, I got to do that because the alternative is the show just goes away. Because what we're doing right now is fun. It's a lot of fun, and I love you guys, but I cannot sustain this indefinitely. And the growth just isn't happening, so I got to figure it out. Nothing is off the table. That's the whole point. Nothing is off the table going into 2023. I just want you guys to know that. So, you could still be Deckheads. You could still be Deckettes. I promise you that. That doesn't change. CC said, this makes me so very sad. Don't be sad. No, VB, it would not be sports heads. That's not the case. Donna says, this makes me sad. Tiger Stripe said, let's go then. I appreciate that. Demon said, I don't like it. Barry on Deck sounds better than Barry on Sports. Okay. No change. Can we take a vote? We can, but at the end of the day, Donna, like I said, we got to make decisions that's the best and smartest business decision. You know, it doesn't change the culture of the show. None of that changes. But, you know, I mean, people might just scroll by or see Barry on deck and be like, what does that mean? But Barry on Sports, oh, that's a sports talk show. I should check that out. How about Sportsy Barry? No, got to go back to work. Thank you, buddy. Alex says Barry on Stuff. That's kind of what it is. BOS doesn't have the same ring. What is this? Might as well change it to the usual suspects. That still made no sense. Boo Barry on Sports. And now we're known as the Sports Heads. Barry on the Throne. I'm not shitting one deep. Where is the throne? What? It's in the back. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to catch up with all this. Oops. Bye, bitch. I don't know what that was. Ouch. What happened? Oh, the thing. Gotcha. Okay. SOB. Sports on Barry. I mean, that's a good shot, but no. Barry breaking my heart. No, CC, I love you, boo-boo. Rest in peace to Pookie. Reyes, keep one in the chamber. Yes, BTS, Barry Talk Sports. Oh, bound, tortured, and strangled or whatever? Also, this is the, oh, no, that's bind, torture, BTK. BTS is behind the scenes, right? It's actually pretty smart, VB. Barry Talks Sports. I kind of like that, too. Somebody write that down. I'm somebody. I gotta write that. Barry Talking Sports is not bad, actually. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's pretty obvious what it is. You guys could be the talking heads. Okay. A friend, what about bury these nuts in your mouth? Well done, Queerby. That was, I mean, you are awesome. Slab, Sports Live at Barry's. Don't mess with the queen. Okay. There's going to be an annoying amount of does the S stand for shit. Yeah. True. Barry on Sports, seriously, boss. That's not bad. TD, bench your team. Barry on Sports and Stuff. I like that too. BOSS. Boss talk, baby. Oh, I get it now. He's doing the new Coke thing. Go buy my old merch before they're all gone. Mimi, no, that's not true at all. Ask Jen. This is a true story. We talked about this a while back. It was just we put it on the table. BOS sounds super generic. Like the Titans and Oilers stuff. Just kidding. I hate you. Deckhead for life. See, that doesn't change. Aaron J. Bryan, it does not change. Quit texting me, truck driver Pookie. AV. Have you tried shoplifting? Queerby. I don't know what you're talking about, but Jesus. Do what you got to do, brother. Thank you, Ivan. What is STB? What is that? STB. We can still have STBs. No, we're not doing STBs. No, that's definitely not. If I'm moving on from Barry on deck, I definitely don't want to move to, oh, hey, who's got an STB? No, thank you. Step your game up, because pimping ain't easy. We riding. STB's so good, it's contagious. I hate you. I like to return these items. CC, I'll have like something where you guys can buy like a shirt at cost for like the first week or some shit. Okay. If we do a rename, I'll have it to where like if my cost is like, I don't know, I shouldn't tell you my cost because you'll be like, wait a minute, you've been making a profit on merch? Yeah. Actually sounds catchy, VB. Shut up. No, it doesn't. Don't need Jim on Sports to think you're a spinoff. Yeah. Barry on Sports might be more marketable. People will check it out faster because they can recognize sports quicker than the deck. Yes. Y'all need to understand that his sister Angela is a marketing genius. We got to trust her. True that. True that indeed. Very totally off topic. You ever Googled, does the country Finland exist? No, I've never Googled that. I've never Googled that. Why would I Google that? The on doesn't seem to work for Barry on Sports. Why? It's me on sports topics. Hey, Donna, I appreciate you, my love. She said, I always support you. Change is good. You're the best, Donna. You're the best. Chris Reyes, you're the best. Perry, you're the best. Quirby said Barry Bonds Sports. That's not even. What are you doing? Quirby, what are you doing? You're making no sense. You're just rambling with a bunch of weird shit. And what are you doing? Flip said Boss sounds really good. Barry on Sports and Stuff. It's not bad because the stuff kind of covers all the other shit we talk about on this show. Nick said, shit, I'm sure we will be on board with whatever you choose. Don't worry. Well, I love you, Nick. Thank you. All joking aside, Mimi said, we're going to be here. I hope so. I love you guys. I would never want to change that. Because like I said, the alternative is I just go back to the corporate world and make, $150,000 a year. Trust me, that wouldn't hurt my feelings one bit. Okay, well, since it's Barry on sports, it's not. Let's talk some sports. All right, here's your sports headlines for the day. The sources are out. AJB, where you at? Aaron J. Bryant.
Aaron J. Bryant, please report to the chat. Aaron J. Bryant, please report to the chat. Thank you.
That was my Walmart over the. Okay. Falcons are moving on from Marcus Mariota, whatever. You're done. Wind it up. You're done, Marcus Mariota. They're moving on for Mr. Ritter.
Paging Mr. Ritter, you're next.
So I wanted to pull up for you and show you the Desmond Ritter throw chart. Actually, we'll just go with his stats for the year. And I think it's important to keep these stats in mind, and then you'll see why they moved on from Marcus Mariota. And Aaron J. Bryant would know this because, he's a super Falcons fan. But this is important to keep in mind. These are Desmond Ritter's current NFL stats. Uh-oh. So he hasn't played a game. He hasn't thrown a pass in the NFL, and the Falcons are like, you still got to be better than Marcus Mariota at this point. Still got to be better. And I don't know how they did what they did. They've kind of faded, I guess is the right word. Here you can see, the Falcons had hope at one point. It's so weird. But you felt like they had a little hope in this season. They start off, they're 500, baby, after week 4. 500, 2-2. And then they lose to Tampa, and they're like, oh, shit, 2-3. But wait, they beat San Francisco. They're back to 3-3, baby. Yeah, let's go. Winning streak. Lose to Cincy. Damn it, 3-4. But hold on, here comes Carolina. There's Carolina's theme music. They beat them in overtime. They're like, my gird, we have a chance. And then Mariota'd all over the damn place. Since then, they're 1-4 over their last 5. They lost to the Chargers, the Panthers. They beat the Bears. They lost to the Commanders and the lowly, shitty Pittsburgh Steelers. And now their coach is like, well, seen enough of this shit. We were in there. We ain't in there no more. 5-8. So they're like, next. So that's what happened. So now Desmond Ritter's getting his shot. And, they're moving on. So I ask you, Aaron J. Bryant, are you happy? And Aaron J. Bryant says, I'm so happy we have a new QB. #RiseUp. Well, we're going to find out what he's made of. There's no pressure, so this is a good time to do it. 5-8, they're definitely out of the playoffs. The Falcons ain't making the playoffs. If we go to standings even, excuse me, I burped and I apologize. It's so disgusting, Laminack. 5-8, they are in a shitty division. Truth be told, I don't think it would happen, but truth be told, they're not out of the division, but I think Tampa's probably going to start getting their stuff together. And they're 5-8, and Panthers are 4-8, and any of these teams actually could theoretically still win this raggedy ass division. But I think it's a good time if Ritter comes in and does some good and wins some games and has them in the hunt for a division title all the way down to the end. Now he has confidence going into next season. The fan base has some confidence in him. And if he struggles, you look at it as a 5-8 team and you're like, well, we're already out of it. So you might as well learn how to play quarterback in the NFL for the rest of the season. And all that'll do is make us lose a lot, which we were already doing with Mariota. Because he came back to earth, or as I like to say, regressed to his mean. So we'll get a better draft spot. This is a smart move at a smart time for the Falcons. They looked up and went, we're probably not going to catch him. Let's just go ahead and run Ritter in. If he does good, awesome. If he doesn't, awesome. So I like it. I think this is a well-timed move for a team that far exceeded expectations this year at 5-8. So yeah, good on you. Good for them. They're doing their thing. And Falcon fans, at least the one we have in the chat, is happy. Okay. VB has suggested Big Barry chat. BBC. First of all, there's already the British Broadcasting Company, and that's all I know that it stands for, VB. What else would it stand for? I don't know. I'm gonna start a show called Focus Reyes. Chuck Down Pookie angry. Sports balls with Barry, Thor said. No, there's already a show. My old co-host from Houston Sports Show, her name is Lauren Leal, and she said, they have a podcast called Sports with Balls, and you guys know me. I'm not trying to be all, I mean, that's too on the nose for me. That's too easy of a pun of a name. Barry on News Entertainment Report. Oh my God, Cribby, I'm going to stop reading your messages, okay? If you're not going to contribute anything meaningful to conversations, I'll just stop reading your messages. How old are you? What are you, fucking 8? God damn. Amos said, go do something kind of racist, but not really racist, and all the Trumpers will come back. Yeah, no, I'm good with that. It's not the Trumpers. It's just that, yeah. I mean, there's some noticeable points along the way where you can go, oh, it's like Daddy's beliefs kind of ran some people off, but never gonna, apologize for who I am or what I believe. I feel like I'm a pretty decent guy. All right, so all sports with Barry. Okay, listen, yeah, Tiger Stripe. You have spelled it Berry a bajillion times, and it's right fucking there, bro. It's right there. I know you see the A. It's right over there in the corner. It's all over. Stop putting an E on my name. That's like a strawberry or a dingleberry. Dingleberry on sports? No. All right, is this like let's see, Terrence says, is this a low-key debate comparison of Prime leaving J-State with Barry on deck to Barry on sports? Nice. Well done. Well done indeed. Have like a weekly Boss Talk Monday segment or something. It's not. I don't hate it. Hey, what's up, Mousy Wine? Mousy Wine said, how about that Xander Bogaerts deal? Yeah, we're going to get to that as well. Some more moves over the overnight in baseball. It's kind of a head scratcher, Mousy Wine. I do want to talk about it, and we are going to get to it because it doesn't. I know what they're saying the plan is that the Padres are going to do, but what are they going to sign Correa next? What are they doing? So weird. But we'll talk about it. Let me get through these sports headlines. As you guys know, it could take a hot ass minute for me to get through all the headlines. All right, what's up, Dr. Dre? Tonight, good to see you, buddy. No, here go the politics. Absolutely not. I do not. In fact, that was one of the things that my sister was like, less politics on the show. I was like, okay, no problem. Not a problem at all. Hot take. Jared Taylor with the hot take. Hot take, the only thing Brady hasn't won is worst regular season record to win a Super Bowl. He's playing us. That's a pretty good hot take. So Amos said he sucked all year. They win when Patterson's good. That's true too. That's pretty accurate take. What's the next $300 million contract the Padres will offer this season? Correa? I don't know. Living with Dingleberry has a nice ring to it. Okay. Call the show Barry with an A. I probably should do that. Speaking of balls, Walmart delivery driver asked to take a pic of the sack. Sack had pomegranates in it. I'll post pic to Twitter later. May end up being my profile pic. Oh, nice. I have my moments. Yes, you do, Terrence. It'll be a new contract or Soto. Dre loves politics. Sports with Barry Warner. I hate your face, D-Mata. I wish I had points so I could time your dumb ass out. Okay, back to the sports headlines. Jason Garrett is among those listed as potential new head coaches for Stanford University. There's another guy, Troy Taylor, I think was the name. Let me go back here. Let me go headlines. Garrett. Troy Taylor, who is he's He head coach. He coaches the Sacramento State. I don't know what they are. What is the Sacramento State? What are they? Sacramento State. I feel like the Sacramento. Let's see. What would Sacramento State's mascot be? Be like the Sacramento State Desolate Fields. Oh, the Sacramento State. We're moving to San Francisco's. The Movers. They're the Movers. That's what it is. The Sacramento State Movers. That's what it is. Alan said the Sacks. I mean, that was right there. How did I miss that? Right? Could you imagine if they were the Sacks? Yeah. And then I bet their battle cry, Alan, was sack up, right? Of course. So easy. The Stanford players are smarter than Sir Claps a lot. That is weird, right? I mean, you feel like you kind of need a smart head coach. You can't be the dumbest guy in the room as the head coach. And let's be honest, the only reason that Jason Garrett is getting the gig is he's on TV. Are we all in agreement on that, chat? Are we all on board with this? If Jason Garrett's at home going, hey, I'll tell you what, I did a pretty good job when I had a chance, baby. Let's go. I did a good job. I did a good job. But the fact that he's on TV and relevant in people's minds all the time, hey, why don't we bring him in? Look at Total Dallas. Don't you disrespect my coach. Bitch, he's not your coach no more. Your team fired him. He's gone. Mike McCarthy's your coach. Shut your mouth. Bill O'Brien ain't my coach no more. Okay? It's Levy Smith. Dave Culley ain't my coach no more. It's Levy Smith. Gary Kubiak ain't my coach no more. P. Rand said it worked out for Herm Edwards. Yeah, and then he flamed out. Anybody else expecting Jason Garrett to do anything? No. Not. He's not. In fact, you know what? Let's see. Jason Garrett. What is his? Let's see his coaching in college. Let's see. As a player. So he went to Princeton. Well, okay. Now see. I didn't know that. I didn't know Jason Garrett went to Princeton, so he can probably hold his own in a Stanford locker room. I'm just saying. Yeah, Flip said Tom Landry is still his coach. Yeah, Jerry Glanville, not my coach. Oh, damn it, Nick. Same time, Jinxies, 1, 2, 3sies. Pinch poke, you owe me a Coke. What did you call him, Patrick Randall? Sir Claps a lot? That's so funny. So Sir Claps a lot graduated from Princeton, undrafted in 1989. He has played for the Nowland Saints, the San Antonio Riders. The good old San Antonio Dick Riders. Nope, they're just the Riders. The Ottawa Rough Riders, which is condoms. The Dallas Cowboys from 93 to 99. The Giants from 2000 2003. The Bucks in 2004. And the Dolphins in 2004 as well. He was a coach for the Dolphins, quarterbacks coach, offensive coordinator for the Cowboys, assistant head coach and offensive coordinator for the Cowboys, interim head coach for the Cowboys, head coach of the Cowboys, offensive coordinator of the Giants for 2 years. Never coached college. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I think Stanford would be making a huge mistake to bring in a guy that if you listen to that coaching tree, most of his time was spent with the Cowboys. Jerry hires yes man. He got his opportunity. He had so-so success. His career is 87 to 70, so a little over 500. 2-3 in the postseason. I don't know. I mean, I certainly don't think Troy Taylor over coaching the Sacks is any better, but I feel like Stanford could go and get a better name. But I don't know. Maybe not. All right, in other sports headlines, Daniel Snyder is he's in trouble. There's some people that are pissed off. So is the NFL. So a report came out, a congressional report after a congressional inquiry into the whole Schneider thing and the toxic culture investigation and all that. The report said that Snyder not only allowed the toxic culture, he tried to cover it up. He tried to dissuade the investigations into it, and the NFL helped him. The report was released, and everything that came out, the NFL would like try to fix and then say, well, that was never the case. That person doesn't even work here anymore. Well, you just fired him. No. That was already in process. So it's a really bad look right now for the committee, the congressional committee that investigated Daniel Snyder and the toxic work culture. And now they look at the NFL and listen to this quote. This is kind of crazy here. Hold on. Let me pull up this headline. Source: Snyder allowed team's toxic culture, NFL aid. So, committee's 79-page report released Tuesday also came down hard on the NFL, concluding the league was complicit in Snyder's efforts by not cooperating with the congressional inquiry and burying a 2021 investigation of the Commander's workplace by attorney Beth Wilkinson, the result of which never was fully released. Quote, "We saw efforts that we have never seen before. At least I haven't. The NFL knew about it, and they took no responsibility." That was Carolyn Maloney, a representative out of New York. She's a damn Democrat. NFL officials were acting like they were doing something, Maloney told ESPN. Then they turned around and fixed it so she can't talk. Her report is never going to be made public. Yet she was supposed to be hired to address it. The hypocrisy, the coordinated effort to hide, they acknowledged. NFL chose to bury Ms. Wilkinson's report findings and whitewashed the misconduct and uncovered, the committee's report said. Rather than seek real accountability, the NFL aligned its legal interest with Mr. Snyder's, failed to curtail his abusive tactics, and buried the investigation's findings. Not good for the NFL. Not good at all. So, and that is a whole ass committee, not just one person out of New York. So, things about to get ugly. There's a couple things you don't do. You don't lie to Congress. You don't cheat on your taxes. And you never touch a black woman's hair. Those are the three things in life that you live by. And I think if you live by that, you live a pretty safe life. So, Clapple Dapple. Nice, CC. It's so good to have you back. Let's see. He'll always be my coach. Garrett and his fat replacements aren't my coach. There you go. Chick Glanville. I'm glad Brittney Griner is free, but didn't like prisoner exchange. Oh, we're gonna get to that too. It's obviously on the list. Garrett needs to come to Lamar. He'd be an improvement. Well, yeah. Everyone knows that Garrett is married to Jerry's daughter. Is he really? Is that true? That's not true. Is that true? Are you just yanking my chain, Dr. Dre, on 290? Are you yanking it on my chain? Snyder ain't going anywhere since the NFL was complicit. You'd be surprised. A bunch of congressional ne'er-do-wells get a head of steam, and they're going to be like, get your ass out. Donna, are you saying true to me asking about it? That's crazy. Conspiracy theory from P. Randizzle. I've heard that Bezos and Jay-Z paid some folks to look into the drive down the opening price of the franchise. Oh, that has no merit. I'm sorry. You've heard, that's what somebody messaged me the other day. It was like, hey, hot tip. I'm like, well, you know what? I think I'll just wait until some actual sources come out with the info. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I can't go around basing it off of, third-hand information. That's all. That is crazy, Donna. That's insane to me. Snyder's going into witness protection. No. All right, last one on the list. Brittney Griner has been freed. Free Brittney. With the purchase of any equal Brittney or whether the purchase of another Brittney at equal or lesser value. I don't know. Brittney Griner freed in a U.S.-Russia prisoner exchange. They send us a WNBA basketball player, and we send them a guy whose nickname was like the murderer ball. What was his nickname? The merchant of death. What in the fuck are we doing? Excuse my language. I'm trying not to say the F word anymore, but what are we doing? We just traded the merchant of death for Brittney Griner? Is that all we had? Who orchestrated this trade? Bill O'Brien? Who put this together? I gotta know. Was this who? I don't understand this. We look. I'm glad Brittney's coming home. Okay, I'm glad for her. It's got to be awful to be where she was, but she also broke a law. Now, was it a plant? Was it set up? I don't know. I don't know. All I'm going off of is the shit I see on TV. Maybe that's real. Maybe it's not. I don't know. All I know is that she was arrested for and admitted in court that, yes, I had that stuff on me, but I was just hastily packing and threw it in the bag. Okay. If you've ever done anything like hash or weeds or you're smoking the marijuanas or whatever, you don't just accidentally pack that shit. It's usually, where's my hash at? Where's my weeds at? Has anyone seen my marijuanas? You don't accidentally pack that shit. Now, if you accidentally left it in there, maybe, but hey, anybody ever smoked weed? Anybody ever just left their weed somewhere? No, I hate to tell you this. Weed smokers, it's like cigarette smokers. We're crackheads. We're fiends. Like, where's my weed? Where's my cigarettes? I gotta have it all times. You're never gonna leave it. Never in the history of weed has someone just left weed. I don't need the weeds. I'm good. So she is arrested in Russia for obviously, at least from what I can tell, breaking a law there. Mousy Wine said, yeah, but she got sentenced to 12 years in a labor camp for weed, but that's their laws. There's tons of people in jail right now all across this great land of ours for weed. It's just, if you smoke weed in Texas right now, Mousy Wine, I don't know where you're from, but this shows we're based in Houston, Texas. If I go out right now with a pound of weed in my trunk and I get pulled over, guess what? I'm going to jail because I have violated the law of the state. So it to me, an intelligent human being would say, you know what? I'm going to a foreign country, which is already shady AF. How about I don't take my hash with me? But the problem is she's gotten away with it, I guarantee you. Just an assumption, but she's probably been taking it over there and getting away with it for years, or buying it and bringing it back for years, right? It's not been a big deal. It's kind of like you can buy weed in California, and guess what? You can board a plane with it. Because it's not illegal. It is a legal substance in California to have on you. But as soon as you hit the air and land in Texas, you are now breaking the law. Because you got weed on you. So maybe she lives in Cali. I don't know where she lives. Probably still lives here. Phoenix, Mercury, right? Maybe it's legal to have hash where she's from. But once you get there, you're violating the law. Now, look, I don't want her spending 12 years in some Russian prison camp in Siberia, being starved to death and worked to death. I don't. I want our American babies home. Bring all the Americans home. But why are we trading some dude, an arms dealer named the Merchant of Death, for a basketball player just because it's been high profile? If Brittney Griner's not a WNBA player, if she's not a member of the LGBTQ plus community, if she's not an African-American female, is anybody asking for her return? I mean, I'm sure her family is, but the fact of the matter is that the media got a hold of this like the media can do and wouldn't let it go. And they were going to bring Brittney Griner home, whether they put pressure on Russia or the president or both. And I'm okay with that. I'm fine. Look, if your boy goes over to Russia and I get arrested, I hope to hell that you guys are like, we got to get that man home. He's probably, he's got like, he's fat. He's probably got some health issues. He's got a sinus infection. And now Amos brings up a point, and this is a very logical and legitimate point. Amos said in the chat, it was never about the weed pen. She was a pawn to get him back the whole time. Listen, here's the deal, Amos. I agree with you. Brittney Griner was a pawn. Brittney Griner absolutely was a pawn. Yes. But you want me to tell you how you don't get arrested and become a pawn in a political game between two countries? You don't take hash into a country where it's illegal to take hash. Or you don't have hash on you in a country where it's illegal to have hash on you. You're Brittney Griner. You're not Brittany Smith that no one knows about. You're a celebrity. You're a public figure. You cannot walk around with that shit in a country as unstable as Russia. You just can't do it. So I understand what you're saying, but it's not a good excuse. It's not. You can't become a pawn in Russia's games if you're not doing illegal shit. And then if you do, then I'm completely like, yo, let's bomb them sons of bitches to get our Americans back. If she didn't do anything, whatever it takes, I don't give a shit. If we got 100 merchants of deaths, let's send them over, and then let's put sanctions on them and all that shit. But she broke a law, man. She broke a law in a country that has laws. Now, we can debate the merits of laws in countries. Like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that, oh, well, women in Qatar, I mean, that's the law. No, to me, you got to have some common sense in it. But there are plenty of countries and states around the world that the drugs that she had on her are illegal. It wasn't like one of those, oh, you showed your eyes in public. Oh, you didn't have, your hair was out. This is drugs. You knew better. It's kind of like what somebody was saying in Qatar. Like, I think it was Patrick Randall. He's like, if this chick that's running around half-ass naked in Qatar gets arrested, I'm not going to feel sorry for her because she knows the rules. She knows the laws. I agree. It doesn't mean that they're not archaic. It doesn't mean that they're not oppressive. It doesn't mean that they're not ridiculous. But at the same time, you knew what you were doing. I mean, let's go get her. You know what I'm saying? If that happened, okay. Like, that's super misogynistic and everything else, but that's, I don't know. I mean, not having hash on you is completely different than, antiquated, suppressive laws. I mean, like, I don't know. There's just got to be some common sense. She wasn't a victim. They knew she had it. She's been playing there for years. It was a setup. I mean, I don't understand. That's still your Amos. I love you to death. You're super intelligent. You always have great takes in the chat, but this ain't it, fam. She wasn't set up. If you're gonna tell me it was planted, that's one thing. But where's that? Let's find out, right? She's gonna come back, and we're gonna find out what the truth is. I have a feeling as soon as she hits the ground, as soon as her feet are on the ground, she'll be like, man, Russia. But she was doing the best she could to get out of there. And I don't blame her for that. I would be the same way. Whatever I need to say or do to get home, I'm going to do it. But I think somewhere in between the two lies the truth. And the fact of the matter is, unless the Russians planted that in her bag, which she tried to say that happened, in between saying she brought it or she needs it medically or she forgot because she packed it. I mean, her story has changed so many times, right? It was, oh, I didn't know I had it on me. Oh, I take it all the time. It's never been a problem. Oh, I needed it for medical purposes. I could get a doctor's prescription. Oh, I shouldn't have had it. I packed hastily and didn't even mean to bring it. That's not mine that somebody planted. I mean, like, dude, it's changed way too much for it to be believable right now. But again, I don't begrudge her for changing the story. Whatever one sticks and gets you out, cool, do it. But the fact of the matter is, she has taken ownership. So, I mean, it's really that simple, Dre. Don't carry drugs and you don't get arrested. That's literally the bottom line in this one. And y'all know me. Y'all know how I am when it comes to politics and social stuff. And that's just the bottom line. Oh, Amos said not heard they set the U.S. up. I mean, look, if they planted it, okay. But I don't know if they did. I needed her to stick to her story, partly. I mean, that would have been super helpful. And Zemon said they should have just left her ass over there. I mean, I disagree, but I'm not trading the Victor Bout, the merchant of death, a notorious, quote, notorious Russian arms dealer, for a WNBA player who can't not take drugs to Russia. If an American CIA spy is over there, then that's fair swap. Yeah, you can have the merchant of death. Give us one of our merchants of death equivalents back. We ain't got no Russian Olympians that we're holding hostage that we could have traded. We ain't got no, like, hockey players that did some dirty shit. Like, there's got to be a Vlalenko or some bullshit in a prison somewhere we could have sent. Hey, we got this Plalalenko cat, and he bought a whore, and that you can't do that. He wasn't in Vegas; he was in Utah, and everybody knows you can't buy whores in Utah. So we got him. Now he's not in a Utah prison. We tried to send a stern message to him, so we sent him to the worst possible place in the country. We sent him to Dallas, so he's there, and you know, if you wanna trade for him, you send us Brittney. But this was not. And look, again, don't get me wrong. The message is, I'm glad she's home. I'm glad she's home. But also, there's got to be some other more valuable targets that didn't break a law or were over there breaking laws in service of our country. Spies or whatever, soldiers, that maybe that chip now, somebody keeps bringing up the American, and I don't know anything about him. I saw some stuff on our Discord where they were like, hey, he was like trying to steal money or shit like that. I don't know that. So I don't want to talk out of turn and be like, yeah, bring on the soldier because everybody else is, because I don't know what the circumstances are around it. All I know is there's got to be more people that Russia has in their prison systems who have either been spies or war crimes, whatever they think that they did, as far as assets and value in. And there's no one life more valuable than the other. But if you're doing a prisoner swap, it should be kind of beneficial to both sides, right? I don't know. I guess now what we got to do, we sent them the merchant of death for Brittney Griner. So now I guess we got Klalalenko holed up in a prison camp in Dallas. Let's go get our merchant of death for him. I guess that's the next thing up. I don't know. Alan Ditson said send him Josh Ennis. Just let him scream at him and say dumb shit until they're sick of his shit. I don't know. That's so funny. God damn, that's funny. All right, let me get some more chat. Sorry. Excuse me. Let's see. It could be whoever. Same circumstances, same lack of pity from me. Rather brought back the Marine. Let's make this world a better place. You give me a killer, I'll give you one of ours. I don't know what that is. How are there not more Americans in Russian prisons? I don't know. You put it in someone else's bag, Dre. What? Question for all the deckheads in here. Who carries drugs in their bag when traveling on an airplane? Anyone. Barry on deck. Absolutely not. Now, I will tell you, I know people that do it. But I also know, like, if you're flying from LA to Denver, have your drugs. No one's going to give a shit. No one cares. No one's going to care. No one's going to care when you land in Colorado, and no one's going to care when you take off in California. But if you're flying from LA to Houston or Denver to Dallas, yeah, they're going to care when you land. And if you're trying to go home with it, they're going to care. If you run your bag through a screener at the airport in Dallas, Texas or Houston, Texas, and there you got the weeds in there, you got the devil's lettuce, the Mary Joanna, the Mary Jane in there, you're going down, pal. That was the whitest thing ever. Hey, listen here, pal. Listen, buddy. About to do some hard time. About to be making license plates, bub. Agree it's not too late. Send them Total Dallas. Ivan said, yeah, you put it in someone else's bag. I mean, no. Shut up, Ivan. The Marine should have come home, put her in a free throw contest. Bill O'Brien negotiated that deal. Yep, already made that joke. Too late, P. Randizzle. I already fired off that nugget. Amos said, I think she's been bringing over the whole time. Their ball club can usually get them out of anything over there, but this time, no. A little suspect is all I'm saying. Oh, yeah. I'm sure. That would make some sense, right? It's okay. Come on, girl. You know, you playing basketball in Russia. We appreciate you being here. Come on in. But, you know, that'd be like, oh, yeah, you can drive around Houston with some weed on you. They don't care. It's a misdemeanor. No, bitch, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Let's see. Might get a bag of Cheetos from Josh Ennis. Okay. Definitely not Joe Pro. We will trade your merchant of death for Griner. The 3 prospects to be named later. Hey, huh? Who nailed the Russian accent, people? This guy. They should, and welcome. Definitely, that is not Joe Pro. I just want everybody to know that. That is not Joe Pro. They should have traded her for as soon as it was brought up. Check-in bag, yes. More people than you think. Not carry on. Hugs, not drugs. That's why you always stash it in your prison pocket. So we know truck driver Pookie's out there traveling with weed in his butthole. Great. That was not the Borat. Behandling. Deek. So we sent an arms dealer back to Russia, and there's active war going on in the Ukraine. Nice. I think the real issue was she averaged 4 points a game for the Russian team. CC. Oh, CC, that's hilarious, right? Like, had she been averaging a triple-double, they ain't doing that. That's funny. Just say niet. Russian for no niet. Just whatever, right? Niet. Niet, niet. Okay, we got more shit to get to. Let's go. It is 3:30. Holy shit, this flies by. Real issue is she went to Nimitz like Pookie. Okay, you guys, y'all know I'm trying to read like all your chat messages, but some of this shit is unnecessary. Your little love quarrels between Ivan and truck driver Pookie, are y'all just gonna fucking get it over with? Please? Could you guys just do some butt sex so we can all move on? Good Lord, fellas. Actually, you two and Alex Villanueva need to have some weird threesome and just bang it out, balls all over the place. Whatever y'all want to do with whatever holes you're putting in on each other, just get it over with. The three of you, for goodness sakes. Even I said, I don't think Griner can come back to playing on the court. Looks what happened to Watson when he comes back on the field. Oh, that's two different things completely, though. That is two completely different things, though. Evil Death. 100%. Those don't correlate. Those don't correlate at all. Brittney Griner will definitely be playing again. For sure. So, yeah, those aren't even close. King of all witches said, Virginia Button Reed, I found you. What? Oh, I don't know what that means, but that sounds scary. Oh, that sounds so scary. Oh shit. I don't know what's about to go down there. Do we need to call somebody? What do we? King of all Twitches said, how are you, Toots? This is getting weird. I don't know what's happening here. King of all Twitches, you've been here before? Because I was looking for your first time chatter thing and it didn't pop up. I have that turned on, right? Let's see. Review. What does it say? Review recent raids. No, review request queue. There's a request queue? Oh, get a cat. Shoe check. Time somebody out. Shoe check. Mousy Wine did a shoe check 29 minutes ago, and I missed it. How'd I miss it? The damn thing didn't fire off. This is a bunch of Bolsheviki is what it is. And also, yeah, so it says, let's see, show mod icons, chat appearance. Oh, there we go, chat highlights. That's what I want. Because it was supposed to let me know that you were a first-time chatter, and it didn't do that. Let's see, default. So you said nope. Nope, you've never been here, or nope, that wasn't your first time chatting. Have you ever been here before, King of all Twitches? Anyways, welcome to the show. Whatever. I've tried to look and see if somebody, it says, oh, yeah, first time chatter. And so I can say, oh, hey, what's up, first time chatter? Hey, you want me to show you something sexy? Do something nice for you? That's what's up. Don't worry. Oh, so gentle. All right, that got super weird. That creeped me out. I'm sorry. That was. Ugh. Who else has a boner though, huh? Okay. All right, let's move on. Look, Christopher Mina couldn't handle it. He was like, muted. I had to mute it because I'm getting a boner at work. I know, Mina. I know Christopher Mina. That it happens. You know what I mean? You see these sexy eyes, these chubby fat cheeks, and then you hear this voice. Boner Town. Next stop. Whoop whoop. All aboard. That's funny. All right, so let's see. King of Nipples, I hate you. I wonder if the WNBA will care about her drug use like Josh Brown's status. Those weird Baylor folks. The WNBA definitely can't take a hit in attendance. Ooh. Yeah, that'll be interesting too, right? Like they're like, bring us back. Bring her back. Yeah, we want her back. And it's like, okay, she's back, but also she does drugs. Like, is that legal in your in the basketball association that you guys have? Is that okay? Is that you guys just gonna let her be a hash addict? I don't know. Valid point though, right? I mean, think about that. What if not and we won't even use Josh Brown. Let's say that who's the guy that would be over there doing it? Let's say that I don't know. Let's say Christian McCaffrey is over in Russia and he gets busted with some cocaine, right? Christian McCaffrey's probably done some nose candy, right? I mean, probably not. But let's just say he's over there. He's busted with a couple of bumps of booger sugar. And they're like, whoa, this is illegal. And then he comes back. Is the NFL just going to be like, well, thank God you're back. You get out there on the field. Or are they going to be like, wait a minute, hold on, you do cocaine? That's illegal. We don't allow that. I don't know. You better check. VP said Matt Jones. Well done. Well done. J.R. Smith. Remember, they don't test for weed anymore. Yeah, but is hash weed? I don't know. What is hash? I don't even know what the hell hash really is. What is hash? Okay, not that. The hash browns. I would be busted with a ton. I would be like, he had 17 tons of hash browns in his pockets. We opened up his suitcase. He had stuffed it in his jammies and everything.
Hash or hashish is made from the resin, a secreted gum of the cannabis plant. It is dried and pressed into small blocks and smoked. It can also be added to food and eaten. The resin is rich in THC, the main mind-altering ingredient found in the cannabis plant. So it wasn't even weed. It was like super pressed, concentrated. Okay. Again, I think that that's, as far as drugs go, it's stupid. Should be legal. It's no big deal. Yeah, King of all Twitch said, I'm thinking hash is THC. Yeah, that's just like I could just read. It's just a different form of it. So just a different. It's like dabs or oils or vape or whatever, right? It's all weed at the end of the day. It's all THC. It's all going to get you high. But regardless of whether you think it's dumb that it's illegal or not, that's what it is over there. I'm with you, truck driver Pookie. Hell yes. Hash browns greater than hash. 100%. Did that Dolphin coach that had a video doing coke ever get another NFL job? Oh, that's a good question, Titan Hugo. Who was that? What was the Dolphins coke? Hey, what's up? HPO. I get it. HPO. Like PP. Hash is Everclear, weed is beer. Oh, okay. Yeah. That makes sense. King of Ultras, I bet Griner can work a sledgehammer now. They do say it's rough. All right, let's see. Wasn't it the Dolphins NFL coach? Dolphins. Cocaine! Ex-Dolphins assistant who resigned after cocaine video back in the NFL as a 49ers coach. That won't let me watch it because it's behind a paywall and I refuse to pay to read articles. Kiss my ass. I'll pay for nudes. I ain't paying to read nudes. I'll tell you that, damn. You think I'd pay for like Penthouse Forum? I damn sure ain't paying for the Washington Post. Get out of here. Scram, beat it, kid. All right, here we go. As revenge over anthem protest, model outs Dolphins coach snorting cocaine. Stephen Ross. Ross had previously supported players kneeling to raise awareness. A few hours later, a Las Vegas model named Kashuna took to Facebook and blasted him. He does cocaine. So is it Stephen Ross? Is that right, huh? Okay. He's like, hey, man, whatever you want to do is fine. Nothing's out of bounds. What do you mean you're tired? Let's run some more drills, boys. Let's go. Could you imagine him being your coach? How the hell can you be tired? Like, coach, we're exhausted. I don't understand that. That's not in my vocabulary. So Stephen Ross is, I guess he's now with the Stephen Ross. Stephen Michael Ross is an American real estate developer. No, coach. We want coach. Coach Ross. Stephen Ross allegedly offered Dolphins coach $100,000 per. Stephen Ross is in real danger of having to sell the Dolphins. Oh, that's the owner? Wait. Is that the owner? Well, what's the coach's name, you stupid article? Oh, my God. I'll tell you, the Miami New Times is a stupid-ass website. I'll tell you that damn much. Chris Forrester. There we go. We'll get it eventually. Chris Forrester, coach. Let's see what that says. American football coach who currently serves as the run game coordinator and offensive line coach for the San Francisco 49ers. Get it, 40-liners? Oh, my God, I nailed it. Let's go. Woo! Come on. Hey, 40-liners? Are you kidding me? Who's a professional touring comedian? This guy. Holy shit. 40. Oh, my God. I nailed it. I can't believe Art Browns has a job. That's true. Stephen Ross was really walking a fine line. He was wired up. Hey. So bad. Dabs are better. Okay, I don't give a shit.
HP. I was like, uh-oh, I'm caught. Okay. All right, let's move on to some other shit. Let's talk some more sports. Hey, by the way, Mousy Wine, are you still here, Mousy Wine? Mousy Wine wanted a shoe check. Shoe check time, chat. I need it's a shoe check time. It's a shoe check time. It's a shoe check time, bitch. All right, so I'm rocking my goldish. It's actually not this shiny. It looks a lot shinier, but I'm rocking the Goldberry on deck shirt. So I busted out the cream and goldish Air Max 90s. So tried to match as best I could. It's got the black in there, so it is a black and goldish. They're super dirty too. I gotta get them clean. But it's kind of like a creamish, salish, tannish, goldish. I don't know. That's close enough, but I love them. Again, I got so many Air Max 90s. They're my faves. My faves. All right. What time is it? It is 3:43. Oh my gosh. I guess I should start tying my shoes. Even though I said the Rams and the Raiders playing on Thursday night, unintentional comedy. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to sidecasting it. By the way, your boy is going to be sidecasting tonight. So, programming note. Programming note. I will be getting my sidecast on. For those of you that don't know what a sidecast is, that's where we watch the game together. Now, I'm not technically allowed to show the game. That would be illegal, and I'm not Brittney Griner. So I will not be doing illegal things, getting me arrested by Twitch. However, hey, Terrence, be easy, bro. Be good, brother. We will watch the game together, and it's basically just kind of hanging out. You know, you put the game on, turn the sound down, get your phone out, or your laptop or whatever, turn it up. And we'll just talk shit and watch the game together. I will be doing trivia at halftime. So it's already done. Jenny, his mom, has the questions raring and ready to go. I just got to add them to the system. And we'll give away another $25 Amazon gift card for the winner. So we'll do that. And, you know, like I said, we'll just hang out. It's going to be a pretty sad game, though. Going to be pretty sad. And so let's get to some of those games. In fact, this is a great segue transition time. I should be good and lit by then, Alan says. Alan, you ain't good and lit right now. That's right, Steve-O. You get me. And let me tell you why there's no drinking, minimal cursing tonight. All right? Family friendly. It's always family friendly when we do the sidecast because they've told us, chat, this is big now, but they've told us that they're going to have a Thursday Night Football watch sidecasting shelf on the front page of Twitch so that if we put the right stuff in, there's a very real possibility we end up back on the front page, which could mean a lot of new followers to Barry on Sports. See what I did there? Try to piss some of y'all off. So I got to be on my best behavior. I even told them when they told us that on the private Twitch Discord that they talk about that stuff on. I was like, I promise, no drinking and no swearing. They're like, well, you can drink, just put it in a red Solo cup. Got it. Just can't let the kids see it. I understand. I had an alcoholic dad. I get it. Just got to keep that juice in a thermos. What is that? This is Daddy's night-night juice. Daddy needs this to function. Catherine's going to be pissed. Why? Oh, because you're going to be shit-faced? Or because she hates that? So, all right, let's see. Got the shoe check. Timeout is done. Got the gifted subs out the way. Let's get into week 14 of the NFL. Let's do that. And I still have absolutely no songs downloaded to do this. And we're almost done. It sucks. You know what? How long would it take me? You guys don't need any background music. I mean, yeah, it'd be dope if we had some background music, but it's whatever. Oh, nice. You get in trouble on Backpage. I know what Backpage is. Okay, so I'm calling it Texans with the upset. All right, let's come back to reality and talk some Week 14 in the NFL.
Maybe I'll just hum in between words. All right, so kicking it off Thursday night tonight. That's super annoying. Rams at home playing the Las Vegas Raiders. Rams are reeling, already a terrible season. No Aaron Donald, no Matthew Stafford. The lack of hits just keep on coming for that defense. Get it? Hits, tackles. Raiders, the surging Las Vegas Raiders, favored by 6 at the time of this printing when I made the slide at 2:00. Over-unders 44.5. The Laminator 5000. Remember now, this is my proprietary spreadsheet that we've been putting together, and you're probably asking yourself, well, that I put together. You guys didn't do shit. If you're using it, all you're doing is just making money. Just printing money left and right. Hold on, let me find my betting. 5K. There we go. All right, so this is the Laminator 5000. Let's take a look at the stats before I show you this so you can know that this actually does work, and I kind of actually might know a little bit about what I'm talking about. Although numbers are down a bit, we had a bad couple of weeks. Started off like a house on fire, though. Okay, so here we go. Let's scene. Nope, scene. There we go. All right, so here's the updated numbers. On the year, this is my spreadsheet that I use. This will be week 14. Here you can see this is kind of what the spreadsheet looks like in a lot of ways, right? So on the year, it is hitting about 52.75% of the time. Almost 53%. And that'll make you money. That's considered good to hit 53% of your bets because you pay the house and you're making money. Last week we were 7-8 against the spread, and that's just formulaically. There's no injuries taken into account, anything like that. Before that, 9-7, and then the week before that it went 5-7-2. You can see 6-8, 7-3-3, 6-9, 8-6. The first week we did it was 10-4. So it's just up and down, just like regular wagering. Myself, just me picking all of the games against the spread, I'm at almost 57%. I don't want to brag, but I would basically be what they would call a sharp. Okay, I'm not a sharp, but I'm doing good. I mean, my last week, and I didn't do anything because I was on the road. But a week before that, terrible week. I went 5-9. Otherwise, though, 8-6, 9-5, 7-8, 9-1, 9-5, 6-6. Not many losing weeks for your boy. But now I pick all the games, so it's not like I do one or the other. Lastly, the formulas that I have also takes into account over-under and predicts the over-under. And, so that's what all this is when you see it, okay? That's where this comes from, this big old spreadsheet. It's got what's called variances and shit. I won't bore you with that. So the spreadsheet says final score, including the odds now. This would be including the odds. So the way that looks, if you read that, it's 26-24. If you want to round, it's 27-24 Rams. But that is including the 6 points that Vegas is favored by. So what this really says is, neutral field and no wagering involved, Vegas wins 24-21. That's what my spreadsheet predicts they'll score. But you got to add the points in because that's what we're doing. So you're caught up. Now you see when you see those scores and the yellow scores, the predicted spreadsheet winner, the green check mark, is who I'm predicting covers. Okay? And then you have the over-under decision on the far right-hand side based on what the spreadsheet said. So in this case, for tonight's game, the over-under is 44.5. The spreadsheet is saying taking the over. And that's formulaic. Okay, chat? That is all formula. So you got to say, well, there's no Matthew Stafford. It's a Thursday game. They're going to be tired. There's no Aaron Donald. Vegas is surging. Devontae Adams is playing out of his mind. Josh Jacobs just went off. What do you do? On Thursdays, man, it's take the under. Always take the under on a Thursday game, 100%. I would be the same. I would go against what the spreadsheet says in this one, and I would take the under. But I also went against the spreadsheet and picked the Raiders to cover the 6. So we'll see what happens. Spreadsheet says go Rams, take the points. Your boy is saying go Raiders, give the points. All right, next up, Buffalo Bills at home playing the division rival New York Jets. Bills favored by 9.5. Over under is 44. Spreadsheet says take the under. The formula predicts, including the 9.5, that the Jets would win 29-23. I don't know. Losing Von Miller's a big loss. Mike White takes over in New York for Zach Wilson. Seems to have given some energy to the Jets, but I'm just not going to believe in the Jets. I'm going to keep rocking with the Bills until the wheels fall off. Maybe I'm stupid on this. Maybe I'll be 1-1 after these two games. That's okay. 9.5 is a lot, though, for a division rival. Remember our old friend here in Houston, Wooly B, used to say a double-digit division dog, you always take the dog. 9.5 is not double digits, but it's pretty damn close. That's a lot to be given up. I just think something happens. The magic of Buffalo. Let's figure it out. I don't know. Plus, I'm really having a hard time believing in the Jets. I don't care who they are. I'm just having what their record is. I'm just still, it's the old, it's the Jets. So I'm going Bills, and they cover. All right. Okay. I guess these are in order. I don't think they are. Hold on. Let me see what's next here on the list. Oh, yeah, maybe I did do them in order. Okay. Next up, week 14. Like it, don't love it. Old, sick, and alcohol chiz. Seen it, never done it. I don't know what that is. What does that mean? Can we gift points? No. I don't believe you can gift points. Are you trying to gift so you want to get somebody timed out? By the way, I'm sorry, my ball lid. Sometimes it happens. I prefer to just break even and pay juice, apparently. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Go Raiders. Sign OBJ. Win tonight. We got this. I don't think they're going to sign him. But it certainly wouldn't help. And I don't think he would sign with the Raiders. I think OBJ wants to go to a team that he thinks is going to compete for a Super Bowl. Excuse me. The Raiders ain't it. As much as they're surging, the Raiders ain't it. I hope Baker plays. That would be interesting. Yep. 10-4. Week 6 was good. Yeah, week 6 was real good. If you were on that, you made some money with Daddy for sure. There's King of all Twitches. I just prefer to break even and pay juice. Yeah. 57%. It has its moments. You know what I mean? You gotta fade. You gotta take the good with the bad. You take them both, and there you have the facts of life. What's up, Cisco? Hey, hi from high. Sorry I'm late. Can't stay. State Capitol folks are here. Love y'all. Oh, no, you're never late when you're here, buddy. But be careful. Don't get arrested. Steve-O said, Total Dallas, you might be right for the second time this week. What did he say? Oh, smoking crack. Yeah. That's true. 5,000 points now by the time you out for that BS Reyes. Uh-oh. All right. Taking the over on both those games. Oh, on these? Okay. All right. So this one. Hey! Churboil. Wait, that's not right. It's not Churboil. It's Churb. Are we getting rated right now? What is happening? Yo! Just in time, boys and girls. Just in time. Let's go. Thank you guys for the follows. I was like, what's happening? Shit. That's Churboy, LOL. Not Churboil. That was the stupidest shit I've ever said. Churboil. I can't say all these names as fast. Criv Boy, thank you for the follow. Dunlop Locks, thank you for the follow. Wager Chasers, thank you for the follow. J Hall can fly. Thank you for the follow. K Camp, Deal God, Copper, Alec, shit, bro, dad. This is too much. I'm so overwhelmed right now with names. Oh my god. Hey, what's up, fellas? Welcome in. Welcome to the show, ladies too. I guess. I don't know. Hey, Book It Sports, thank you for the raid. Yo, that's dope. Can we get a shout out to Book It Sports? Thank you, mods. So many Raiders. Welcome in, Raiders. My name is Barry Laminack. If you don't know, this is my little corner of Twitch. I spent 7 years here. Let me hold on. Nope, that's not what the hell I wanted. Hold on. Let me get my right scene going here. There we go. Welcome to the show, welcome to the program. My name is Barry Laminack. I spent 7 years on ESPN Radio here in Houston, Texas. I'm a nationally touring stand-up comedian. Hosted a TV show here in Houston called Houston Sports Show. And now I just talk sports and tell dick jokes and
try to make sports fun and interesting. That's what we do on this show every day, Monday through Thursday, 2 to 5 p.m. Houston time. Based out of Houston. I think you guys might. This is so, I can't say all these names this fast. This is insane. You guys are freaking awesome. Awesome. Let's go. All right, so Copper23X said, who am I on tonight? Let's back it up, chat. Sorry for those of you that have been here. Let's back it up. I will explain. I'm going to explain this all again. I feel it's only right with 350 of you showing up that I kind of explain it before we get into it, okay? So here's the deal. Mods, yeah, the mods are busy. Okay, let's see here. Real quick, if you would do me one favor, if you're coming in on the raid, hit refresh. Just hit refresh or click this link. Let me see. Bang, raid. Click that link because what'll happen is Twitch is kind of hoish about how they count stats. And, you know, we're all trying to be partner, and Twitch will be like, oh, you got rated. That shit don't count. So click that link or hit refresh. We're good. I appreciate you. Okay, here's what I'm on. So I do my own formula. I do my own spreadsheet. I think I need to probably I can't keep up with all the follows. You guys are amazing. They're still happening. You guys are the shit. Thank you so much for all the follows. And yeah, no shit, man. Thank you guys for this big ass raid. This is unbelievable, man. This is so dope. Who's responsible for this? Chase, was that you, buddy? You the man, Chase. You the man, Chase. Show these kids the model. They'll love it. All right, here we go. This is how we do it. So my picks for tonight. I'm taking the Raiders. I'm giving the 6. The spreadsheet that I do it formulaically. It says take the over. We talked about it a little bit earlier. Nope. I'm on the under on that. So predictively, formulaically, the spreadsheet says the Rams and the points wins. So the way I do it, my formula is it's predicting 27-24 Rams win with the points. So basically what it's saying is 24-21 straight up Vegas would win, but they're not going to cover. So that's what it says. I'm taking the under. The spreadsheet is taking the over. And what do I mean by the spreadsheet? Well, let me show you that right now. So what I've done is I've put together my my own formula that I use, and this is some of what it looks like here. I do it starting about week 5 or 6, and these follows are amazing. You guys are the best, man. What a dope ass community. Once again, man, shout out to Book It Sports. What a dope ass community. All right, so this is my formula. I take a lot of different stuff into account. What the formula doesn't take into account, though. Let me turn this down. What the formula doesn't take into account. Hold on. It's going to do it again. Damn it. Okay. So what the formula doesn't take into account is injuries, weather, any of that shit, right? So, and again, thank you guys for the follow. I feel terrible for not saying every single name, but it's just too many. You guys are amazing. So this is my formula. I'll show you what my record is right now. I'm very open about it. I don't consider myself a sharp. I'm not a guru. I'm a math nerd. I love spreadsheets and sports. So I just kind of figured some shit out and made my own formula a few years ago when I was on the radio here in Houston and thought, let's just see how it goes. And so far, it's been pretty good. So this is where we're at right now. I wait to get some data because it is formulaic. So I really don't start until week 5 or 6. So there you go. This is what the formula, and this is just by numbers only, formulaically, no injuries, none of that shit. This is what it's done. It's hitting at about 52.73% on the year. It's 58-52 with 5 pushes. Me using that and then taking into account, hey, injuries, new additions, trades, all that shit. So, I'm at about 57%. You can see my record. I didn't do it last week. I was on the road. I'm on a comedy tour last week. So I didn't do anything, but the week before that, not a good week for me. I was 5-9. It also does over unders, which is just adding up and formulaically, and that is hitting at about 52.63%. And then I will explain that the, what you see on the right there, these variances. So real quick, the way I try to do it is, where'd it go? Basically, I'll try to predict the score using formulas. and then go from there. So my predictive score would be, I showed you 21-24, and then I would add that up and predict an over-under. And there you go. So it'd be 44.5, which is right on with it. So this is what I do. It's just formulas. It's all formulaic. That's it. But then I also give you my version of it. So now you guys have seen it. Now you know what we're dealing with. So when over here, the spread is 6 on tonight's game. Over-under is 44.5. The spreadsheet formulaically says take the Rams and the points. But no Aaron Donald, no Matt Stafford. Raiders are surging. Devontae Adams is playing his ass off. Josh Jacobs is playing his ass off. They look like they might have figured some things out. So I don't mind giving the 6 as well as the Raiders have played. I feel like if you went and looked back at the last couple of weeks, that offense has been one of the better offenses in football. They're figuring it out. And they were supposed to be this good. That's the other thing about the Raiders. They were supposed to be as good as they've been the last 3 or 4 weeks. So all that said, I'm taking the Raiders, but I'm going against the formula, and I am taking the under in the game. Alex said 17-24 Raiders or 17-21 Raiders. Okay. Yeah. Spread is at 6.5 in most books, though. Well, now, you got to understand, I can't make this on the fly, so I had to make these before I went live. So you got to take that into account, too. At some point, I just have to make the slides for the day or for the week and roll with it. So it's, yeah, you know, you kind of got to deal with that. So Kareem said Baker's a cancer. Go Raiders. I think that'll be interesting, too, if he plays. I think that's going to be interesting. By the way, for everybody coming in, once again, thanks for coming in on the Book It Sports Raid. Welcome, Raiders, Barry Laminack. Make sure you hit follow. Tons of you are, so it's super dope. I appreciate all these follows. Also, I'll be sidecasting the game tonight. So I basically just try to make it fun, talk shit. You know what I mean? We have a good time. I'm a comic, so I'll make it fun. I'll be giving away a $25 Amazon gift card at halftime. We're going to do some trivia. But I do it as a comic. I do it different. Yeah, we'll have some Raiders trivia. Yeah, we'll have some Rams trivia. Football Rams, football Raiders. But then it might be just, I don't know, trivia about Raiders of the Lost Ark or trivia about Rams, the actual animal. So we'll do that shit tonight at halftime. So come hang out with me. This same channel. It'll be dope. Yeah, and watch out for PP Dubs. He's a trivia shark. He looks stupid. He sounds stupid. He is stupid, but he knows trivia, so he wins a lot. So, all right, let's keep rolling. We got to get through the rest of the week here. Chase, buddy, I appreciate you, man. Thank you, fam. All right, so I had the other one on this slide. I don't know why the Bills, the more I talked about it, the more I almost talked myself out of it. But formulaically, spreadsheet says take the points and the Jets. 9.5 is a lot for a division game. I'm just not feeling the Jets, man. The quarterback change, I should believe in them more, but I don't. And I should not believe in the Bills as much as I do, but I do. And like I told the chat just a second ago, this is why I'll probably be 1-1 after these 2 games. But I'm going Bills and giving them 9.5, which is a lot. And yeah, the formula, the spreadsheet says take the Jets and the points and the under. So I don't have an opinion on that either way. Probably under because it's going to be cold as shit. All right, let's keep rolling. The other ones you guys came in on, I got. Spreadsheet says Browns over Bengals by taking the 6. Without it, though, no chance, right? Bengals are rolling. Bengals are so hot right now. Might be the hottest team in football. And they got Jamar Chase back last week, and they're going to get Joe Mixon back this week. And they're going to have some RJP Ryan. It's going to be nasty. It's going to be ugly. Defense is performing well again. I like the Bengals. I like giving the 6. The Browns are still trying to figure it out with Deshaun Watson. They really have nothing to play for. I don't know. I will take the over along with the spreadsheet, though. I think that we might see some points. Deshaun can still run, even though he looked rusty last week against a really, really bad Texans defense. Let him run. So over-under is 47. I'll take the over on that. I will take the Bengals and give the 6, though. Spreadsheet says take the Browns. All right, this next game. Now, me being in Houston. Oh, Lord Jesus, I hate the Texans. Reyes says the Texans will cover. Browns, Suns, the Bengals, though. Deshaun won't be as rusty. No, he won't be as rusty. He'll have another week of practice. I get that. and he can run. But, dude, this is why there's 3 and 4 weeks of minicamp. This dude hasn't played in 2 years. 2 years. I don't know if you watched the last game with him against the Texans. He looked atrocious. He looked like, did someone put Davis Mills, like shrink his neck, turn him black, and put him in a Browns uniform? He looked so bad. He looked like on par with Davis Mills and Kyle Allen, the quarterback for the Texans. So it was just bad. He'll get better, but I don't think this is the week, and this is a hot team to try to get better against. So, but do you, boo-boo. All right, so spreadsheet says take the Texans. That's not going to happen. I don't know. What are they against the spread? I have this here. Let's see. Hey, Alex, thank you for the follow. Let's see. What are they against the spread? Texans against the spread are 4-7-1 against the spread and 4-7-1 as a dog. Go figure. Yeah, Dallas is 8-4 against the spread and 5-2 when they're favored. Well, take that into account too, I guess. But formulaically, it says take 16. That's a lot. I probably wouldn't bet this game. 16's too much. 16's ridiculous. But I pick every game no matter what. So spreadsheet says take the Texans. I watch the Texans every week. I don't think they'll be within 16. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but Ezekiel Elliott and Pollard can run the ball a little bit. Dak has got a little bit of an arm. This offense is taking shape. Did you see what they did last week? Not only that, this is one of the worst defenses in football, one of the worst rush defenses in football against one of the best rushing attacks, a two-headed monster, that offensive line. It goes on and on and on. And don't forget, somebody made the point on ESPN. Hell, defense last week scored like 3 touchdowns against the Texans. The Browns defense put up like 20 points. So yeah, 16 doesn't feel like enough, doesn't seem like enough. All you got to do is look at the schedule and look how bad the Texans are losing. And I wouldn't bet it, but I got a pick, so I'm taking Dallas and giving the 16. And the Texans are so bad. I don't know. Dallas might be able to cover the 46 by themselves. Take the under, though. Take the under. Shit happens. I know it's at home, but take the under. Yeah, and hey, that's a good point, Wager Chaser. Garbage time happens, man. Garbage time happens. All right, so next up, what am I missing in the chat? Texans openly tanking. Oh, no. You take that back right now. You take that back right now. The Texans are not openly tanking. They suck. This is one of the worst football teams I've ever watched. Again, I live in Houston, Texas. This is a terrible team. They just suck bad. They're awful. So, no. Get out of here with that bullshit. We tell the truth on this show. And the truth is, they're so bad. They're so bad. They have like 1.5 good players. I said yesterday on the show, Clort said, I apologize, sir. Bro, they could literally take a punter with the first pick in the draft and be better. That's how bad they suck at literally every position. Laramie Tunsil, the guy that gave up 111 first round picks for, can't stay on site. Offside every time. False start every time. Excuse me, not offside. False starts every time. He's bad. He's not good. They have a rookie running back who can't run behind that sieve of a line. All of their secondary will be good one day, but they're young and inexperienced and getting torched. Their front seven is trash. Bro, I could get 40 to 50 in a game against that front seven. It's bad. I'm telling you. I watch. It's shit. So, no. Don't put that tanking mess on the Texans. They just suck. All right, up next, Vikings at the Lions. Line is 2.5. Lions are favored. Is anyone ever going to stop and just go ahead and respect the Vikings? Is it too much to ask to just respect this team? I guess not. Vikings should, according formulaically, Vikings should win this straight up with no points, but even you giving them points, they'll even win by a bigger margin. So spreadsheet says 28-24. Oh, I've highlighted the wrong shit. My bad. Spreadsheet says 28-24 Vikings, so take the Vikings. I also like the Vikings. Kareem said Vikings are fake. No. Well, did this do it wrong? Well, then that means that the spreadsheet did it wrong. Hold on. Let me pull it up. I'll double check here. Let's see. ESPN. Oh, look, breaking news, front page of ESPN. What is this? Oh, that's winners and losers. I thought there was breaking news. All right, let's go NFL schedule. Make sure we get this right. Okay, so yeah, the matchup predictor has it slightly favored Minnesota. I know you get 2.5 at home, and now it's down to 2. So, yeah, Vikings are, plus 2.5. Okay. That line is so trappy. It does kind of feel like it, right? Now, it has moved since I made this, so it is now Lions favored by 2. So I think some people saw that and went, oh, give me all that. Give me all that. I'm not drinking the lion juice. See? Hey, what's up, Ivan? Yeah, I'm like, man, okay. It's just keep not believing in the Vikings and I'll keep making money on it. I'm trying to look at the injury reports. Daniel Hunter, Christian Darrisaw, Bradbury, Smith, and Johnson. They've all been out. Let's see. Lions have Sudfeld, Kelly Freeman, Elliott, and Decker all questionable. Yeah, so I mean, just taking the straight up. Oh, over-under is now 51.5. I'm still taking the under. Spreadsheet likes the Vikings. I like the Vikings. This is a good football team. Listen, the Lions are playing really well. They've been in most of their games. I just don't believe in the Lions. And that line is falling, so that tells you Vegas is trying to fix some shit. Lions have been doing upsets on the line. Yeah, what is their what are they against the spread? Let's see. Scenes. Let me get this over here. Lions against the spread, 8-4, 1-1 as the favorite. Yeah, 1-1 is the favorite. Minnesota 1-2 is a dog, though. That's interesting. I'm rolling with the Lions, man. Look, I said when the season started, y'all needed to put some respect on Kirk Cousins' name, and you laughed at me in the chat. You laughed me out of the chat. Who's laughing now, bitches? I don't think so. All right, next one up, Jacksonville at Tennessee on the road. Tennessee favored by 4. Lions are in. What? Rodgers is done. Lions offense, though. Yeah. What's up, Jim? Lions defense is trash. Oh, yeah. One of the worst. The Lions, if it wasn't for the Texans, the Lions absolutely would have the worst defense in the NFL. By far. Hey, what's up, Slimy J? Thank you for the follow. All right, so Vegas has Tennessee favored by 4. Over-under is set at 41. The spreadsheet says take the over. And it says take Jacksonville in the points. I kind of like it. You got problems with Tennessee. They just fired their GM. They probably have something to prove. It's going to be a low-scoring game, I think. But there's something going on in Jacksonville that kind of feels like what's going on in some of these other notoriously bad football towns, though, right? Titans are playing a trap game, but they are pissed. Yeah. Jags just suck. Oh, what does it say? What's going on with Trevor? What's the news on Lawrence, though? I don't know. Let's see. Like I said, the spreadsheet itself is very formulaic. On the other hand, when I make my picks, I try to factor in other things. Trevor Lawrence expects to play. Titans relieved of the toe injury wasn't more serious. Okay. So not a big deal. Lawrence plays. And again, lost to the Lions. I get it. Big win against Baltimore. Beat the Raiders earlier. Held their own against the Chiefs. So I like it. I like the points. I feel like the Jags are kind of figuring some things out, getting a little bit of momentum. So I like it. And it's a division game, and it's at home, and it matters. But Tennessee's reeling right now. Tennessee is reeling. So that's just me. Do what you do, boo-boo. I'm not going to be right 100% of the time. That's for sure. All right, next up, Giants at home facing the Eagles. Eagles favored by 7 on the road. Over-under is 44.5. Spreadsheet says take the under. Spreadsheet also says take the Giants and give the point, or take the points in the Giants. I don't agree with that. I'm taking the Eagles in this one. Eagles just look unstoppable. The Eagles are one of those teams that I feel like they're so deep. They're so good on both sides of the ball, regardless of what's going on. Oh, Wager Chase said Henry ain't it right now either. Yeah, that's true too. Titans are 98% in playoffs. They don't care. Yeah. Eagles due for a letdown. Bro, you've been saying that all year. I mean, not you, but people have been saying that all year. And all they do is win, win, win no matter what. So I like the Eagles. I like giving up the 7. That's fine. That's a touchdown. What's the average margin of victory for the Eagles? I'd love to see that. Now, I don't have that in my formula, but we can pull up this. Let's see here. There you go. So their one loss, that was the Commanders. They beat Tennessee 35-10. They won by a touchdown in Green Bay. 1 point there. Okay. Probably should have been that close with the Texans. Blew out the Steelers. Was that 10-9 against the Cowboys? 3 there. Put up an 8er spot. Okay. I mean, look, it's not crazy. And the last time they play, well, no, they got 2 coming up against the Giants. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So there you go. Yeah, I believe in the Eagles. All year we've been talking letdowns, and until it starts to happen, man, you kind of got to roll with it. That's what I'm learning. Trent said, what's the Eagles against the spread? Good question. Let's get to that. Eagles against the spread, 7-5. 7-5 when they're favored as well. Giants are 7-1 against 9-3 against the spread are the Giants, and 7-1 when they're a dog. Ooh, that's juicy. So normally the Giants would score about 20. The formula says, the spreadsheet says, normally they'd put up about 20 against this Philly defense. And Philly would put up about 24, 25 against that Giants defense. That's just straight up. So straight up, this game is 24-20. Sounds about right. But when you factor in the spread, it obviously makes it a lot closer because, that's the point. I still like the Eagles, man. I still like the Eagles. All right, now up next, because we got about, this show's over at 5 Houston time, so we got about 40 minutes left. So we're gonna bounce through these. Does it give you road against the spread? Let me see if I have it. Hold on. I forget if I tracked that or not. Let me unhide some of these columns here. Hey, what's up, Freddie? Thank you for the follow, man. And again, thank you all that came over in the raid from Book It Sports for the follows, man. Appreciate you guys. We don't always just do spreads, though. I just want you to know, man. Hey, go check out some of the content. We talk mad shit. We have fun. We talk sports in general. We just got through a lengthy discussion about Brittney Griner. So if just general fun sports talk is your shit, I think you'll like the show. Keep coming back. All right, let me see if let's see. All I have is home. Oh, okay. There you go. What were you asking? Road against the spread? Yeah. So, Giants road against the spread are 5-2. I think that's right. I don't trust that. I don't trust that because I haven't been using that, so I would have to go back and look at how I program, because all this is basically like programmed. I'll show you. I don't care. So all this is basically programmed. I'll show you what this looks like. Y'all are gonna be like, "What the fuck is that?" So instead of just just using it, I actually am using. This is what it looks like. So I'm actually using the ESPN APIs to pull data. So I go in, I pull the data, and but that's one of the ones that I decided not to use right now. So I'm only pulling their what they are, dog or favorite, and then total against the spread. So that's what. So don't trust that. Oh yeah, see, Wager Chaser says 5-0. Okay, yeah. So there you go. Oh wait. Okay, we'll take that. Let's keep rolling. All right, so Ravens at Steelers. I don't know how. Steelers favored by 2.5. Well, obviously no Lamar Jackson. That's how. This game's gonna be ugly. I am so glad I'm not a Ravens or a Steelers fan and have to watch this shit. Look at Jim. Whoa, look at all that code. Yeah. You damn said I thought this was a coding channel. I mean, look, I can get nerdy with the shit, okay? I can get nerdy with it. This is why, if y'all heard me bitching and moaning early in the season, like, man, this shit is taking forever, man. Damn. That's why. And to teach myself all that shit because I'm using the ESPN API. All right, anyways. Spreadsheet says take the Ravens, give the points. 37 is the total. Bro, they may not even get to 30. I could totally see this being like a 10-6 game. So, Steelers favored by 2.5. You wouldn't get me to bet on the Steelers. There's no way, no how. Yeah, let's see. I thought I heard earlier Lamar Jackson was out, which is part of when I was making this. I was like, well, that makes this choice a bit more difficult. Let's see. Let's say. I thought that's what I heard. Did I hear? Not hear right? Oh, why he likes the under between the Raiders. No one cares. Let's see. Injuries. Oh, so he's questionable. Okay. Well, okay. That's what it was. He didn't practice Thursday. Jackson's knee didn't practice on Thursday. Well, I had the injuries on here too. Let's see where to go. Oh, no, I deleted that. Oh, that's right. We did the injury slides yesterday. Huntley isn't. Huntley holds it down usually. I mean, but still, it doesn't. To me, it doesn't matter either way. I mean, fantasy purposes, yeah, it matters. He's just that Lamar rushes a lot. Fantasy purposes, you need to keep an eye on Lamar Jackson. This game, I don't think the shit matters. The Steelers are just bad, and y'all know I love me some Mike Tomlin. Love me some Mike Tomlin, but it's a bad football team right now. -2.5. You're not getting me to bet Steelers as a favorite. So I think the Ravens win no matter what. Over, definitely not. That's, again, formulaic. Spreadsheet says take the over. I wouldn't do that. I'd take the under in a heartbeat. So, all right. Steelers are favored. Ravens still win this game. Okay. All right. Let's see up next. Here we go. Chiefs on the road. Division game against the lowly, sad, angry Denver Broncos. What a shit show. Russell Wilson, how does Russ go to a team and make them worse? I don't know, but he figured out how to do it. Jeff Bell, where you at, buddy? I'm sorry that your team sucks so bad. So Santiza said, what does the second column mean? Are you talking about where it says LM5K pred? Like those numbers? Okay, so like I explained earlier, what this means is I do my spreadsheet that I keep showing here. It's all based on formula. Every single bit of it is all. So the spreadsheet makes predictions just based on a formula that I put together. All right. And so those numbers, it predicts a score. And that's what that stat is. That's what that column is. Column 2 is that LM5K, jokingly. When I created the spreadsheet, I was on the radio and I called it the Laminator 5000. My last name is Laminac, so I call it the Laminator 5000, just a joke. But what it does is it predicts the score. So it's predicting now with the spread. That's what it's predicting. So it's saying take the Broncos in the 9.5. Without that 9.5, the Broncos are putting up about 17 against the Chiefs, maybe with that offense. Let's see what it says. Broncos will be putting up 18.2. That's about what they would get against the Chiefs, that offense, that defense, and other stuff. So, but, I mean, obviously in gambling, points, that's why they give it. That's why they do it, right? Level the playing field, make you choose. So even with the 9.5, the spreadsheet says that they'll cover, the Broncos would, or that the Chiefs won't. So take the points in the Broncos. I disagree. I mean, if you've watched the Broncos play, they're awful. So I like the Chiefs. I think 9.5 is plenty. Then I don't think they're worried about that, even though it is a division game. Over under is 43. Spreadsheet says take the under on that. Hey, Wager Chasers, thank you for the sub. Let's go, baby. Hey, Jared Taylor did that. You did that. Jared Taylor, you did that, young man. Thank you for the gift of sub, homie. I appreciate you. I almost feel like I should do a shot in your honor just for that. But you know what? We got to get to a hype train, and we ain't there yet. But that was dope, man. Thank you so much, Jared Taylor. Much appreciated, my friend. All right, so, yeah, I'm taking the Chiefs. I'm giving the 9.5. Look at that, Jared Taylor. Hooking it up, fam. Gemma Sports said that's still not keeping them off that in the hunt graphic that Everyone Network does. Just watch for the fawning over the Steelers last Sunday. Yeah, true. That in the hunt is such bullshit. Such bullshit. Right, Donna? What a fun raid. And we were just talking gambling. That's what's awesome about that. Because we happen to just be getting into the spreadsheet when they showed up. So pretty dope. And Chase, buddy, I appreciate you again, man. Thanks for hooking that up. I think Chase was the one that recommended it. All right, so I'm taking the Chiefs. I'm giving the 9.5. Spreadsheet says take the Broncos and the points. You do you, whatever. Spreadsheet says take the under. On the road in Denver. I don't know. I don't have a feeling either way. I'd probably take the under just because as bad as that offense is for Denver, that defense is really damn good. As bad as the offense is, that's how good the defense is. So yeah, I could see the under in that. I could see the under. Oh, it wasn't Chase? Who was it, Laser Boomer? Who was it if it wasn't Mr. Breed Love? Who was it? So glad my Seahawks ditched Russ. Bro, just in time, too. It's like they knew, right? Titan Hugo said the Broncos can't even score points in garbage time. Exactly. They're so bad. All right, up next, Niners at home. The Niners at home against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Over-under's 37. Jesus, that's going to be a tough watch. Over under 37 and minus 3.5. Broncos are favored, the Niners are favored by 3.5. Santizas just said, what is the LM5K? Bro, I just explained that. So LM5K means Laminator 5000 and the pred means prediction. So basically I coined that term when I was on the radio and I made up the spreadsheet and the formulas that I used. Jokingly, I called it the Laminator 5000. So that's its prediction. Its final score, including the points, the spread. So what that means is it thinks that straight up with no numbers that San Francisco would beat the Bucs 20-17 or 21-17-ish. So I'm taking the Bucs, given the 3.5. I don't mind that. That Bucs is so bad, man. Somebody asked me the other day, should I start Mike Evans? It's like, you shouldn't start any Bucs. They're terrible. Holy shit, they shouldn't be this bad either. So, yeah. I don't know what's happened either. It's just saying Tom Brady came back for this. That sucks for him. But this could be close with the points. Otherwise, it's about a field goal game. Now, remember, I think it's 2.5 now that you get at home. No longer is it 3. They've adjusted it. So now it's 2.5 is what you're getting at home. So neutral field is probably a field goal game. I think they'll be fine, though. So I'm taking the Niners. Spreadsheet's taking the Niners barely, but it's taking the Niners and the over. I'll take the under on that. All right. Let's see what else we got. What else do we got? We got 3 games left, and then we are going to talk. What did I put together? I think that might be it. Oh, I was going to do some of that Google, the top Google searches of 2022. Maybe we'll get into that a little bit because that's some weird shit going on. The Laminator 5000 looks like a Unilab from the Jetsons. I'm going to go eat my custard now. Nice, you old ass man. Someone had the audacity to say Brady needed more weapons. What? Holy shit. All right, here's your Seahawks. Seahawks favored at home, 3.5 over the Sam Darnold Carolina Panthers. The Carolina Darnolds over unders 44. Spreadsheet says take the Hawks, give the points. I kind of think that too. Right? I kind of think that too. Yeah, B-Hanna, we do need to talk about that. You're right. We do need to talk about Xander Bogaerts. We'll do that right after this. We get through these last 3 games. Seahawks minus 3.5 is free money. At home, 12th man, all that. Right? And as bad as Carolina has looked, I don't see how you don't do it, but and that's the crazy thing when you see these points, 3.5 still not enough according to the spreadsheet. And usually spreadsheet's on the dog like 90% of the time. But even so, when you see that, it's a little bit different. It's like, oh, that should stand out to you a little bit, at least if you've seen the spreadsheet and stuff like that. So 44 is the over under. Spreadsheet says they're going to put up about 49, maybe 50 between the two of them, which would mean what? 20, 24, 20, 27, 20. Well, it says 26, 24. But I don't know. Pause. What? Pounding Seahawks. What? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. All right. Anyways, 25, 24 with the points. Give me the Seahawks. Spreadsheet takes the Seahawks.
Over under. They'll take the over. Yeah, I can see that too. All right. Dolphins at home, Dolphins on the road against the Chargers. Dolphins favored by 3. Jeez, get it together. Over under is 52. Take the under. I don't know what's wrong with the Chargers, man. I wanted to believe in them this year. They've just been shit in the bed. Spreadsheet says take the Chargers in the points. No. Hey, spreadsheet, have you watched the Chargers? I don't know what's going on with them. They need to lock it up, wind it up. You're done. They need to get their shit together. Dolphins, man. If Tua's healthy, bro. If Tua's healthy, how do you beat this team? I mean, they're playing so well. So hold on. What happened to my ESPN window? Where did that shit go? Let me pull that back up here. Let's pull up some Dolphins real quick. I want to see something. By the way, against the spread, Chargers are 7-5 and 3-1 when they're the dog. Miami 6-6 and 4-3 when they're favored, if that matters. So yeah, I mean, look, the Niners beat them, but again, it's just like Philly losing, right? I mean, the 3 losses that the Dolphins have was when they lost Tua until last week. And I get it, Mr. Irrelevant and all this and all that, but I'm not going to not believe in the Dolphins, which is, bro, if you would have asked me when the season started, hey, Barry, week 14, you're going to say, I'm not going to not believe in the Dolphins because of one loss. I'd be like, you're high. You smoke crack. You've been hitting some of that Brittney Griner hash. Okay. That's ridiculous. But it's kind of true, just like Philly. You're not going to deter me from one loss or one bad game because shit's going to happen. And yeah. I mean, it was also Mike McDaniels versus his old coach and mentor and yada, yada, yada. I don't know. This is the Chargers who have played like absolute ass. Let's see. Let's pull up the Chargers. Recently, they lost to the Raiders. They beat a whack-ass Arizona team. Lost to the Chiefs. Lost to the Niners. Beat the Falcons. So what we've established is they beat the Browns, beat the Texans, and beat the Raiders again. So what we've established is the Chargers can beat shitty teams. They just can't beat good teams. Spoiler alert, Dolphins are a good team. So I'm gonna take the Dolphins. I'm gonna give the 3. I know it's on the road, but that's all right. I ain't worried about that. Spreadsheet says take the under 52. I could probably see that too. Don't make fun of us crack smokers. Okay, my bad. Amos said if someone says pause, that means you said something a little suspect, Barry. Oh, what did I say that was suspect? What did I say? What's up, Crystal? Sweetie, you're definitely not first. Definitely not first. But I love you, boo-boo. Nonetheless, we got 25 minutes in the show, so you are not first, but you are number 1 in my heart, girl. All right, last game, and then we got to talk some Xander Bogaerts, because I do want to get into that, because I don't know why why are the Padres paying $1 bajillion for all the shortstops? Let's get to it. All right, last one, Arizona at home, facing the sad New England Patriots. Patriots favored by 1.5 on the road. Over-under is 44.5. First of all, take the under. Take the under on that. I like the under on that too. Without the points, this would be a 21-20-ish game. Super boring. Probably going to shape up to be that. I took the Cardinals, though, at home. Kyler Murray's back. Going to be feeling it. Coming off of bye week. Everyone's a little more rested. Patriots kind of in disarray right now a little bit. You know, the defenses are really, really good. Don't get me wrong. That's also why I like the under, but I don't know. They can't score. They're kind of like the Broncos of the East. Great defense. Shit offense. So I like the Cardinals, and I'll give the 1.5. That's plenty of, well, that's like nothing to give up at home. So I'll do that. Or I'll take it. Excuse me. What am I saying? God damn it, Laminac. So I like it. Especially if you're giving me points. My bad. Lamar out. Oh, so he is out. I said that. Lamar's out. Who guys take for QB if I win? I get higher seed in playoffs. Cousins, Goff, Lawrence. Wait, holy shit. Laser Boomer. Cousins, Goff, Lawrence, Danny Jones, or Ryan Tannehill. Well, don't take Tannehill. I mean, it's a running offense. I would probably take Cousins. I'd probably play Cousins. I wouldn't play Goff against the Vikings defense. I think I'd play Cousins against that Lions defense, though. Lions defense is trash. So it starts with Cousins, and let's eliminate the rest, right? So you can eliminate Goff just because but look, Detroit's offense is really, really good. Don't get me wrong. I'm on Ross St. Brown, but I mean, Cousins, they can still put up points, and they're going against one of the worst defenses in football. Trevor Lawrence, I mean, that Titans defense is good. They got something to play for, even though I picked the Jags to win. He's also not going to get as many snaps. He's playing a ball control offense, right? Playing a rushing offense, Derrick Henry. So he's not going to see the field as much because Lions-Vikings might be a shootout. So you might just flip a coin in that, but I definitely wouldn't go Lawrence. I wouldn't go Mr. Jones, and definitely not Tannehill on a rushing attack offense. So I think it's between Cousins and Goff. Amos says Lions secondary is legit. I mean, they don't play like it. Laser Boomer said I was leaning Cousins or Goff. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the two plays. I don't know. I think I would go Cousins, but have you seen that matchup thing? Have you ever seen this? Hold on. Let me find this. Who should I start? There's a website, fantasypros.com. It's called Who Do I Start? Maybe you've seen it. They're not stopping Jefferson. True that. Let's see. What is this? Search for a name, add a player. Okay, close that. Get rid of that. All right, here we go. I'll show you this. Check this out. So this is a dope-ass website. If you're having trouble, maybe you're Sunday late, you don't know who to ask or who to talk to. But yeah, check out Fantasy Pros, Who to Start, Laser Boomer. And you can put, should you go with Goff? Or should you go with Cousins? And the advice says Kirk Cousins, 86%. It says that and these are all like their different experts and who they pick and shit like that. And so there you go. Passing completion percent. It's got stats breakdowns, but it gives you their fantasy points and their averages and what they're projecting. So they're projecting Cousins slightly ahead of Goff by about 2-ish points. So yeah, who should I start is dope. It's fantasypros.com. This is not me. I'm not getting paid or anything like that. I just use it. Fantasypros.com. You can just type in who should I start in Googles. If you just Googles, who should I start? I don't know. Also, I don't do I'm not very good at fantasy advice. I just have never done it. And even when I was on the radio, I didn't do fantasy advice. That's not my thing. I don't like giving it because it's different than just talking sports, which is what I normally do. I'm not even a great gambling advice guy. I just have I'm a nerd, so I did some formulaic shit. So that's why you saw that spreadsheet. All right. Got all that out of the way. We got about 10 minutes left in the show. Really big show. Let's talk some MLB because I don't know what the hell the Padres are doing. We'll say live Browns rumors are benching Deshaun Watson for Jacoby Brissett. Stop it. That would be such a Browns thing to do. Stop it. Stop it. They're not going to do that. That is absolutely ridiculous, Kareem Majeans. There's no way. Who's saying this? Who's saying this? Who's saying this? You bring them to me right now. That's ridiculous. Hugh Dab said, yeah, it's actually really good. Yeah. The Fantasy Pros, who to start? Yeah. So let's talk a little MLB. I get it that the Padres are like, man, we got a really small window, right? What are they going to do with Juan Soto? What are they going to do about Machado? There's rumors that he wants out already, and it's just been a mess and a nightmare. And so they're grasping at straws, and they're saying we have a window of like a year, maybe 2-ish, depending on who they can re-sign. But you can now have three shortstops. You've got Machado, who they moved to third. You've got, and he was out playing third, but he's a shortstop. You've got Fernando Tatis Jr. to play shortstop, and then they go out and they spend all that money on Xander Bogaerts. Now, they were talking already about moving Fernando Tatis Jr. to the outfield. But I feel like the Padres, let me pull something up. I want to see. I'm curious, what was their regular season ranking? ERA wise, let's just take a gander at that because I want to make a point here, but I don't want to speak out of turn because I don't have the shit memorized. But if we just look at, they tried to get Trey Turner too. Yeah, I know. But if we go and look at, where is ERA? There we go. The San Diego Padres were 11th in ERA. They had a staff ERA of 3.81. When you consider that the Dodgers had a 2.80, the Astros had a 2.90, that's kind of the cream of the crop in both leagues. When you look at, where are they? There we go. Los Angeles Angels, right? The Angels were bad. And their pitching overall was bad. And that's been a problem. I mean, thank God they got Shohei Ohtani, but the Angels have been squandering Mike Trout because they won't go out. They'll go out and get a bat, Rondon from Washington or whatever they did a couple of years ago. I think the Padres, if you're the Padres, you're like, okay, we've got 3 of maybe the 10 best hitters in baseball in one. I mean, you have absolutely the best hitter in baseball in Juan Soto. When he's on it, Fernando Tatis is absolutely up there. Machado obviously is Machado. So I mean, you're fine. It's not like it's Mike Trout and then you look around and go, who else, right? I think San Diego needed to go get some more arms. There's still some quality arms out there. They tried to get Trey Turner. It doesn't make sense to me. All you have to do is, I mean, look, the Astros lineup was formidable, right? I get it. So was the Yankees lineup. Formidable. A murderer's row. But they had no pitching. They had no depth in their bullpen. They had no depth in their rotation to go head-to-head with some of the better teams in baseball. The same is true for the Padres. You've got to have, and I'm not saying the Padres' rotation or was bad. I'm not saying their bullpen was bad. What I'm telling you is you've got to have the guns to be able to match the Dodgers, to be able to match the Astros, to be able to match the team, these teams that are going out and they've got legitimately 1s and 2s from 1 through 3, and then they've got 2s and 3s at 4 and 5. You've got to match that. You can't get by. Gone are the days where you get by with an ace and a quality 2 and then a bunch of guys in 3, 4, and 5. No, that's not. When you look at the Astros, this is why I told Astros fans when Justin Verlander signed with the Mets, it's fine. You legitimately have 2.5 pitcher. I mean, McCullers, I think I need to see him on the field more to be considered a 1 still, but he's a solid 2. Christian Javier, I think, has the stuff to be a 1. Frommer's definitely a 1. So you got a 1, a 1, a 2. Luis Garcia's probably a 2.5 to a 3 in a rotation somewhere at 4. So you've got to be able to match that depth. I don't know what the Padres are doing. Spending money on bats is great. It's going to be a great regular season, but you already had that. Holy shit, there's my buddy Pac-Man Joe. What's up, homie? Yo, what's up, fam? How are you? Good Pac-Man Joe. For those of you that are kind of newish to the program, hadn't been around for a while, this is my old co-host when I spent time on ESPN Radio. So that's my guy. What's up, man? Why Lucid says, since you're an Astros fan, what's your opinion on the cheating stuff? Well, they cheated. They're cheaters. They're big dumb cheaters. And that, I mean, I could tell you that. Well, everybody else cheated. Man, they got caught. Right? I mean, I think they cheated. I think that it was the reason they won a World Series? No. I think you can go back and see that, one, they won it on the road. Right? I mean, they literally won in Dodger Stadium. Cody Bellinger hit like ass in that series. That didn't help. And if you look at when they beat the Yankees coming out of the AL, the Yankees didn't hit. They scored like 2 runs on the road. That has nothing to do with banging trash cans. You just sucked at the plate. So while, yeah, it helped them in the regular season and maybe it helped them put up some numbers in the postseason, you can't say that they would not have won that World Series without banging trash cans simply because they won it on the road. They won on the road. Their splits were better on the road than at home. And a lot of teams came in and couldn't deal with their pitching staff. It was that good. Did they cheat? Yeah. Is that why they won? I don't believe that. How's the Killer Bees, homie? How's the show going? I don't get out of the house, so I never get to listen. But I hope good, man. I hope good. I hope you're good. That's my buddy right there. I didn't even get to read what he said. I was answering the Astros question. It says, oh, hey, I'm a bubble gummer new to this. I heard this dude's hilarious. Is he good dude? Heard his facial hair is kind of feminine. He wears skinny jeans. Very fashion forward. Okay, kiss my ass, Joel. Yeah, it's the facial hair. The roast was hilarious, bro. You missed it. I predicted Carlos Correa is going to St. Louis, Evil Death says. Ooh. That would surprise me a little bit. Somebody said Boston. I don't know what Correa is going to do. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know. Have they listed? Because, I mean, he surprised everybody when he went to Minnesota. So he's kind of a wild card. But I tell you what, there might be something to him just waiting and letting all these deals get done first. So Correa going to Boston after the Xander Bogaerts trade. That could be. Yeah, is that you? Was it you that said it earlier, B. Hannon, in the chat? It could be. But you wouldn't have predicted. I mean, that's kind of what it was about, last year when he signed with the Twins or whenever it was. The year before. Yeah, was it last year? He's doing 1 year deal, 1-1, one opt out. I don't remember what it was. Whenever he signed with the Twins. Yeah, it was last year. So, I don't know. Twins are still trying to keep Correa. They're going to try. Sorry, not sorry. I'm not for everyone. I won't lose any sleep regardless of which screen name and account you're chiming in from. Well, who is that now? Who? Okay, I don't even want to. Do I want to know? I don't want to know. I probably don't want to know. I'll get all caught up in it. Just know I love Joel Blank, okay? I profess my love for Joel Blank. Correa's wife deserves to be a star. What? Why does his wife deserve? She doesn't play, Kareem. I get mad I don't get a chance to hear more of you. Hey, I appreciate you, homie. Correa to Boston was my pick. Cubs may make that play too. Have they published? No, everybody always publishes a full ass list. Correa landing spots. Boston makes the most sense. And here's a Bleacher Report top 10 as of October. Then we could cross some off as we go because obviously, Twins, Braves, Red Sox, Yankees, Dodgers. Okay. I don't think the Twins would make some sense. They're fine. They like Dansby Swanson now. Maybe they move him to the second. Red Sox make some sense now with Bogarts leaving. That might be a real possibility here too, folks. You might be sleeping on it a little bit. As much as he's hated, they even talked about the fact that they don't like Kiner Falefa at short. But I don't know if they would welcome him with open arms. And I don't honestly know if Correa would want to go to the Yankees. I love that they list the Dodgers, though. I think that's hilarious. I don't think that team would bring him in. Although you don't cut off your nose to spite your face. And Trey Turner's gone. He's now in Philly. But that could be but that would be, oh my God. The internet would literally blow up. Twitter would literally digitally shit itself. It would be chaos in the Twitter streets if Carlos Correa becomes a Dodger or a Yankee. I'd kind of be here for it. I don't care at this point. I'd be here for that. All right, Orioles at 5. Okay. But why go there, right? I mean, as hot as they were down the stretch, I think Correa does not. He's had a taste of that good life. I don't think he wants to go to a team that's probably not going to be able to replicate what they did last year. Now, this is an interesting one. St. Louis, is that what you said, Joel? St. Louis, and that was your, let's see, what did you say? Where did it go? Oh, you said Cubs. Correa and Cubs. I thought I saw somebody say St. Louis. Parents, so where are you on the NL being a gauntlet in the AL, just paving a long-term path to the World Series for the Astros? Yeah. I'm good with that. I'm fine with that. As an Astros fan, I'm good with that. I'm fine. No problem. And I mean, look, there's big money in the AL and the big money in the AL East, and they not figuring it out. So fine by me. More World Series, the better. Correa and Cora. Yeah, that's true. All right, so St. Louis, 3 is the Giants. I don't think they're spending more money. They just spent what? They just brought in Peterson and who was the other outfielder? The Giants have spent a shit ton of money. Super sad they didn't get Judge, so maybe that's their big splash. Maybe they do. I mean, Brandon Crawford's not he's a guy, he's a body. But I don't know, they just beefed up their outfield, and they still might need to sign Rodon, who hasn't signed with anybody yet, at least when I went on air. So Phillies ain't doing it. They got Trey Turner, and the Cubs, as Pac-Man Joel said. Very possible. So there you go. There's your top 10. If I had to pick one, oh man, I think Boston does make the most sense. I can't believe I'm agreeing with Joel. Ugh. I mean, Boston makes a ton of sense because they lost Xander Bogaerts, because they want to kind of hang. They got that little brother mentality with the Yankees where they want to kind of match them deal for deal and whatnot. But you got to be smart if you're Boston. It's got to make sense. I tell you though, man, I don't know, the St. Louis sticks out a little bit to me. But I think the safest bet odds wise is probably Boston. Although Giants too, man. Look at that. Look at that R war from Brandon Crawford. Maybe they say, forget Rodon. We're going to go get Correa since we didn't get our Judge. I don't know. That would be interesting. Joe would trade Correa for Trey Lance. Pac-Man Joel, both Sox and Cubs. Okay. Swanson to LA. Dodgers said they are passing on Correa due to fan reacts. That is interesting. You're going to let the fans dictate that? Really? The Yankees still brought in Marwin Gonzalez because you play to win the game. I mean, bro, think about this. If French, I mean, not that it helped them, but way back in the day, do you know how hated, well, Joel, you definitely know. Do you know how hated Charles Barkley was for Rockets and the Rockets fan base? This fan base, and I'm going to say we here because I'm a Rockets fan, we absolutely hated Charles Barkley the most. Chucky Who and all that bullshit. At the end of the day, though, guess what we did? As soon as he became a Houston Rocket. Hey, Chuck, buddy, get in here. Show me some love. Give me a hug. We love you, Chuck. Go, Chuck. Chuck's so funny. Bro, you cannot let all that ticky-tack bullshit from a fan base dictate how you build out your roster. If you're the Dodgers or the Yankees or anybody else, I know you hate the ass. You see the Mets. The Mets didn't give a shit. Now, obviously, they don't feel like they lost a World Series opportunity to the Astros, but it's still New York. And they were still talking shit about the Astros being cheaters. I bet you they still booed his ass when he took the mound. Don't matter. It doesn't matter. You have to go out and build the best roster you think possible. Now, the Giants might do it just because they know it would piss off the Dodgers again. But again, you can't build a roster like that. That's ridiculous. You can't. Yeah, but it's like Pat Bev. You hate him until he's on your team. Exactly. All of these Astros are, Joel. Every single Astro is hated, the most hated in baseball until they join your team. And then it's like, well, yeah, but I read George Springer wasn't a cheater, so welcome to the Blue Jays. Oh, Marwin? Oh, he was just a utility guy. Welcome to the Yankees, Marwin Gonzalez, who, by the way, used the cheating system more than any other Astro. Maybe Josh Reddick. Don't give me that shit. People are conveniently mad in sports until you're their guy, and then you're their guy. Give me that. Oh, Westbrook's another good one. Artest. Oh, yeah, man. The list goes on and on and on. But every Astro is hated until they're no longer an Astro. So, all right. Well, listen, I'm going to bounce up out of here. I got to get ready for Thursday Night Football Sidecast. I got to get the what's it called? The trivia questions done. Don't forget, tonight I will be live starting at kickoff-ish, maybe a couple minutes late. But come hang out with me. I'm back at it again. I will have a $25 gift card to give away during halftime of tonight's game. $25 Amazon gift card. All you got to do is win Twitter. Jesus Christ. Win trivia. We'll have a trivia contest. You win it. Gift card is yours. I'll have it in your email before you go night-night. Go Mimis. So we'll do that. We'll watch the game together. We'll have a good time.
We do it right here. By the way, I do this every single Monday through Thursday, 2 to 5 p.m. It's Barry on Deck. And come back. Thank you again, once again. Gotta say, huge shout out. And by the way, Alan, I missed it, buddy. Thank you for the 21 bits. You sent that right in the middle of the raid, and it just got absolutely crushed. Hey, Air Ryan, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you, buddy. But again, thank you to Book It Sports. Hey, Book It Sports with the big ass raid. 345 people came in to watch my dumbass talk sports, courtesy of Book It Sports. So I appreciate you guys on that. Thank you to all the new followers. Absolutely ridiculous. I couldn't even get the name. Once we got to about 10, I was like, I'm cooked. I'll never get all these names out. Look at all those new followers. Thank you guys so much, man. Alan, thank you for the cheers. Thank you to all for the gifted subs and the resubs, which I also missed. Jared Taylor, buddy, thank you for giving out a sub to Wager Chasers and to my guy, Pac-Man Joel. Thanks for gifting him a sub. And Joel, buddy, good to see you. Thanks for hanging out in the chat. I love everybody so much. Thanks for a fun day. I'll see you tonight. We'll do this in a couple hours. We're going to go live at probably 7:15-ish and come back. We'll do it until we get exhausted, and then we'll go to sleep, and then I'm done for the week. I love you guys. All right, I don't know if we're raiding anybody, but I will tell you this. We'll find a raid. In the meantime, you guys, we'll raid Brazy Becca because I don't think the raid worked yesterday. You guys are going to love her. Say hi. Tell her you found her from Barry on Deck. And I promise you, do not leave. Do not leave until we do this raid because she's a crazy person. Y'all are going to love her. That's all I can tell you. All right. I'm going to do the raid. You guys have a great weekend. Have a great night. I will see y'all on Monday or during the stream. Love you, buddy. Do me 3 favors before we go. Oh, it did work last time. They said it didn't work. Well, we'll do it again. All right. You guys be safe. Be kind. And most importantly, love each other. All right. I'll see y'all tonight or next week. Bye. Start the raid. Hang in there. I'm telling you, it's worth it. If you've never raided Becca, it's worth it. She loses her damn mind. Absolutely loses her mind. So you guys do it. I'll see y'all tonight or on Monday. Bye.
And he's making a YouTube video!